the GRG podcast, where you get all the latest gaming news, hot topics, and more. With guest Triple Cup Chuck, Livewire's Gaming, 108 Dragons TV, Bloody Knuckles, Operations Op, 100, live, and your host, K Mega 405. The GRG podcast
starts right now.
Let's go. The GRG podcast is in full effect. Didn't even advertise it tonight, today. Just went straight to it, man. Long day at work. Got to go back to work again on another Saturday. They're killing me as the romantic interlude, little tune plays in the back. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to everybody on the panel. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Go ahead and say what's up, man, and throw them dolphins out so we can go ahead and summon Livewire as always. But let's get to the panel, man. What's going on with you, 100? What's happening, bro?
What's going on, man? Sitting back, throwing a couple of them back. First time I took like 2 days off in a long time.
Oh,
sitting back, talk about some gaming. I know I missed last week, but couldn't control it. But yeah, man, we're ready to have a good time. About to, you know me, I'll probably go left, so let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, man. Moving on down. It got summoned immediately. Thank you for the dolphins. It made it. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. All right. Matter of fact, while you in here,
can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
All right. What's going on with you, Donald Trump? You coming interruption, man. You was just in New Hampshire, man, and you popping up all early on time, man. You feeling kind of crump. What's going on with you, Live?
Nah, I'm good. Just came back from the store. Had to get me some flip money type drinks. If only people in the party know what that means.
Yes,
but,
indeed.
Yeah, they got some flip money type drinks, so getting ready. It's been a while since I had one of these, so
All right.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
With a Jolly Rancher?
Nah, not a Jolly Rancher.
All right, anyway. Moving on down, man. Rookie of the Year over here at GRG, man. What's going on with you? The lawyer, a.k.a. Operations Op. What's up with you, bro?
Yo, man, what's up, man? Nothing much. Just chilling game, bro. We just, me and Blair just got finished doing our Halo Master Chief Collection stream just a few minutes ago. So that was pretty fun. That was crazy, though. You remember that they mentioned the library in Halo CE? Remember that mission, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, man, that is a bitch. A legendary. It's long as hell, too, bro. Like, I knew it was long, but like going back and playing through again, it was just, oh, man, that was terrible. Like, you know about it, man.
Yeah. That music kind of like, it's like shrieks in your head when you hear that.
Oh, yeah, man, definitely.
I was like, oh my God, I gotta kill. Yeah, me and Don, we went through every last one of them, but we still have to do Reach and ODST. But through the it's not really all through them because ODST is on the Master Chief Collection. But we did Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we did Halo 5, all on Legendary. So we got just those two, and then we'll go ahead and get that knocked out before Infinite. Drops. Yep.
Definitely. After you get past Halo 1 and 2, it's smooth sailing from there because like those two games are like the roughest.
3 is the longest though. 3 is long.
But yeah, it's long.
Yeah, 3 is long. I
feel CE is longer though.
I think 2. I think 3 is pretty long.
2 is short. I could run through 2 in a
night. Yeah, 2 is pretty short. 3 is long. It's long. There's some parts that's kind of like, come on, bro. Come on. You don't even have to add that. But but they kind of put that out there and made it longer because they thought it was going to be the last one. So,
yeah.
But anyway, all right, cool. Speaking of Bloody, what's going on with you, Bloody Knuckles?
What's going on, everyone? You know what it is, Bloody Knuckles, aka the Anime King. Here kicking it. Like Ob said, we just finished up our playthrough of Halo, and man, fuck the Flood. That's all I can say. They are some assholes. Like that was ridiculous, but it was fun. But mainly, I think that one thing that I've learned playing through Halo is that scorched earth. But there's no bigger threat to me than myself because I tend to kill myself more often than anything. If it's not Op killing me because of the fact that he just throws explosives everywhere. And when you're playing with explosives, everything goes off and it turns into a giant minefield, which is funny as hell. But other than that, man, just gaming, playing through. I'm working through Odyssey, almost done with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then of course streaming all the time. Have that been going up? But I'm always glad to be back on the podcast. I'm always glad to be here with you guys. I was like, we're working on going through the Halo series ourselves. I think we're gonna be doing all of them, all of course legendary. But I think when we get to 5, we want to try and do a 4-player co-op. I was like, so if you and Don are doing it or whatever, hit us up. I was like, we do 4-player co-op through all the ones that got it. I think that's what Reach and ODST as well have 4-player.
Yeah, I believe so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Make it a GRG Smash collab. Let's do it.
We can do it. No doubt. And then last but not least, man, my man's been gone for a little while. He's been out there on the grind doing it. What's up with you, Triple Cup Chuck? What's happening, bro?
Man, I'm up, man. Give a shout out to everybody in the chat that's rocking out with us. This little minor setback that we've been having with this Google Hangout, you know what I'm saying? I apologize for everybody that I've been missing on the scene. I just been trying to be like a giraffe and trying to grow my neck longer so I can reach the top of the tree where the fruit is, or the leaves is the most beautiful at because it get the best sunlight. And yeah, man, I'm actually ready for Gamescom. I mean, it's stuff that I'm kind of interested in. I'm ready for. Man, I'm ready to do this here. I know it's been a minute, so I'm kind of ready for this here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the panel, what's good with y'all, man? Let's go ahead and get to this GRG life, man. We finna do it live, like Kim Megan be saying.
Woo! We're going to be doing it live. That's it, baby. That's it. Oh, man, Chuck got me hyped now. I'm ready to go. I was kind of tired, thinking about I got to go to work in the morning, and I'm over here just like, now Chuck has got me ready. I'm ready. Oh, and look at this. Hold on. Look who popped in on the scene. 108 Dragons TV. What's happening with you, bro? Uh-oh. It never fails. Everything was going smooth. Everything was right. Livewire was on time. Everything happened. People summoned the mighty dolphin, and then Boy Lemon. There you go. We heard something.
But that's the tank.
Yeah, you know what it is he's over there getting solo wins and
I don't know that tank looked like it's Putin instead of shooting.
I mean, look, he's over there trying to do his thing in Apex, and he's got his feet up because he always say that he's trying to take care of his bunions and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. He do got them big front toes. Them damn things big as cars. That's it. Hey, you having audio problems, man? We can't hear you, but man, go ahead and get it fixed, man. We'll get to you when you get it done. Until then, we're gonna rip you to shreds. Anyway, all right. Before we get into any of the topics, man, I do want to ask you guys this to knock it down. Still can't hear you, Lemon. You kind of coming in, coming out, but any of you guys, and y'all could just jump in. Anybody could jump in. What is some of your most anticipated games that's coming out here in the next couple of months, man? I mean, we was all talking about some games last night, and I was just like, oh my God, there's so many coming out here in the next couple of months. But I'm hyped. What's some of the games? Live, go ahead. What's some of them you looking forward to?
I would say Gears is probably number one, not just because it's the closest, but because I'm also reading the book, and the book is pretty damn good. So,
oh yes, it is, man.
I'm anticipating, and based on what I'm reading in the book, if they implement what I'm reading, I'm like, man, this shit is going to be epic. What the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is calling at 10 o'clock at night?
I don't know. Who's calling? Who's calling?
Are you working in a goddamn pizza parlor? Hello.
I don't know. I know. This dumb. I mean.
Disconnect that phone, man.
It's the doggone the spam shit with the robots and shit.
Don't lie. Look,
I'll do the
Domino's right now, my man. It happens.
Pineapples, and pepperoni. Let me do something different.
Oh, this guy.
He said, anyway, Chuck, is there any games that you anticipate, man? Have you had your eye on so far the last couple of months?
Yeah, they have a couple of them. I mean, but some of the ones that I'm really anticipating is more third party. So, you know what I'm saying? Xbox community don't kill me because I'm not a fan of Alan Wake. It's okay. I don't have nothing against it, but I always love the Max Payne, run, gun, shoot, slow down time and stuff like that. So when Quantum Break came out, I was like, it was just that next level. But from the next level from that, it's going to have to be Control. So that's the way, you know what I'm saying? My feelings go is I love Remedy games. It's just something about the games. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of Alan Wake, but the whole concept of Alan Wake but brought into this generation would be Blair Witch. And somehow, some way, they kind of got me intrigued just to see, like, I know it's an indie game. Like, you remember how the Jason game was? You kept your expectations in check, but it still was a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting the same thing out there, Blair Witch Project.
So you pretty hype about that game, huh?
I mean, I might be, because I like the Resident Evil too. It's just, I like the games where it's more of like survival. And it don't have to just be horror, but just the survival elements where you might have a gun with 3 bullets and you got to make all 3 bullets count. And you might have different keys and stuff that you got to, say the puzzle, but at the same time, it's the suspense thriller type element. It's something draws me in about that when I'm playing a single player experience. Like a game like that would catch me.
Yeah. Well, no, it looks good. I mean, a lot of people thought that it was Blair Witch. I know that me and 100 did when we was watching it, man. I was kind of like, whoa, did they finally bring it out? Wake, yeah, we thought it was Alan Wake. I was like, oh, man. But, yeah. 108, you got it fixed up? You got it ready? Putin. Man, you can't be coming on GRG bragging about your I was gonna say, you can't be coming on GRG bragging about your mics. And then that shit sounded like from Otasco, and there ain't no more Otascos no more, bruh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
Get all that mix amp, all that talk, you just plug up.
Yeah, just plug up.
Shut up. Shut up with your snail internet. Get your ass up with your snail internet.
Before I pull up.
You ain't gonna pull up.
His internet's working. Well, you can't
it's
be talking.
Slow as hell.
It's working. It's working fine, and he sounds clear.
Elgato took over my goddamn line input. It wouldn't switch. I had to uninstall it. Elgato Stream Deck capture card thing.
Well, you got too much stuff hooked up over there.
It's my laptop, fool. Ain't nothing hooked up to it. Just headset.
Well, your laptop sound like it was a little sick.
Look, you just got into the millennium, you brand new PC sucker.
I built it too, sucker.
Yeah, with them horrible goddamn knuckles.
Yeah.
Bloody.
I know. These knuckles I know these knuckles that be scraping off the flesh off of fools. Let's go. Anyway, hey, what games you anticipating, bro? What games that we? Because I think you was in a party last night when we was talking about some of the games that were coming out, man. That you might be excited for.
I know I'm not excited for Death Stranding.
Lord have mercy. Let's not do that. We're going to talk about Death Stranding a little bit later, man.
I'm excited for Gears, Big Time, the single player. Call of Duty. My God.
Oh, okay. All right,
Call of Duty's
nobody
back.
said nothing about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is back, baby. Realistic shooting, bullet drop. A lot of Call of Duty fans going to be a little bit tight. They're going to have to adjust they arcade skills. Looks like it plays like Rambo. Bullets really mean something now. Won't be all that shooting your radar off, and then you get to the guts. It looks solid. I'm with that. Realistic guns.
Shooting with a sniper rifle.
You can still do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can still do that. Quick scoping could be done in any game. Don't matter what it is. But I'm excited for those two games, especially Gears single player and multiplayer Call of Duty. I'm very excited for Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. It does look really good. I'm back on COD's tip right now because it looks fantastic, and it's and I really didn't care about the boots on the ground situation. I just wanted campaign. You can't ask me for $119 and then you give me. What's that stupid mode that PUBG mode you like so much, Lemon?
Blackout.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale. You can't give me no Battle Royale and then try to sell that to me as well. That takes the place of a campaign. No, bro.
It really doesn't. Really doesn't.
No.
I said that everyone tried to defend that bullshit about Black Ops 4. I said no, it needs to have a full campaign. Everyone tried to defend that. I was like, nah.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you sold it for $30 and then you had like the collector's edition, maybe 70, 80.
They sold it for full price.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But if they did it that way, if they sold it for like, they had like the different tiers, like the standard was 30, the deluxe is 50, and then the their ultimate is 70, 75. I'm cool with that. I can say, you know what, COD, you did a service to the fans, but of course we're talking about Activision. They don't give a damn. But regardless, it seems like that they're back to the roots. I am excited about that. But anybody else before we get on to the topics? All right,
for
cool.
me, like
Okay, go ahead.
right now, there's so much coming out in the next couple months that I'm absolutely excited for. Of course, like everyone, I'm here. I'm a Gears head. I'm a Gears fan. I was like, I can't wait for Gears 5. That shit's gonna be beautiful. We all got to play, the escape mode and stuff like that at E3. I can't wait to get my hands on with that campaign, see what they do with it. Of course, I want to see how they transform and improve on Horde mode this time around. There's so many others. Surge 2 coming out. I've been really digging the first Surge. I can't wait to see what they do with the second one. I'm excited for Greedfall. I say this, Focus Interactive.
I was waiting for somebody to say something about that.
Yeah, dude. I was like, here's the thing, people don't give enough, right? They don't give enough attention to. Focus Interactive is home of nothing but RPGs. All the studios and stuff that they publish for and that are under the umbrella do nothing but RPGs, and they always got something different. I was like, I'm excited for Greedfall. It's like fantasy, but colonial times too. So it's going to be very interesting. Of course, people don't know they also did they did Vampire, that really cool Vampire RPG and stuff like that.
I'm started playing that. It's a little slow so far, but I can see the potential.
Oh, Vampire,
Vampire is kind of slow.
That game is awesome.
You gotta grind.
It's awesome. It is still awesome. But Greedfall has me excited. Surge 2 has me excited for both of those games. Monster Hunter World, the new expansion, Iceborne. I'm gonna be all over that.
I need a lot of assistance. I need to get back into there. I haven't played that game in about a year.
If you want to do Monster Hunter, hit me up and I will.
I need to too. I never really played it. I purchased it, but I ain't really played it.
I got down, started playing. I got to the online mode part, played a little bit, and then got it with everything else.
Did y'all see that last gameplay with the mechs?
Yes.
I didn't think Bloody was gonna buy that PlayStation 2 looking game. Damn.
Hey,
damn.
I support the Japanese, so of course I had to play that.
He paid 20. Hey man, he paid $25 for that.
The game is trash.
Oh, as our boy Knox would say, 25 yuccas. You paid 25 yuccas for that.
The game is garbage.
That ain't content. You know why? Because I use that Microsoft Rewards, baby.
Ooh, so how much you pay for it?
Nothing, because I use all the points that I got.
Hold on, now. I wouldn't use my points.
Put that towards a game that matters.
If you had plenty of points, cool. But if you said you used all your points,
I still got plenty of points. I got points.
Okay. That's what I want to hear.
Because I was just like, look, this is a Japanese game that ain't been around since 2004, only out of Japan. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna support it.
Okay, so what did you think about it?
Good luck with that.
I love it. I was like, it's a little out there. It's like it plays really fun. I was like, it's pure chaos. Literally, I have so many clips where it's literally you're just sitting there flying around in a mech, blowing up as much stuff as you can.
You're the president.
You're the president. You're the president.
The story is stupid.
The story is stupid. I love it. That's the point of it.
Stop, Bloody.
No.
Because it's Japanese, that don't make it good.
No, it's not good. I'm just saying, it's fucking.
The president jumps in the mech to save the states.
Actually, no. I was like, I got the story wrong. I was like, vice president tried to overthrow the president and call.
Oh my god!
All right. All right, what was you saying, Chuck?
No, hey, don't that game kind of give you like a Saints Row type story? Because when I was watching the previews for it, it just gave me that same vibe or Saints Row, like they not taking the story serious.
Oh, it's not serious. It's not serious.
And they making it so jokey. Well, it looked like even if they you know what I'm saying, if they actually had a concept, they could have actually went somewhere and built a world with. They'd have killed all that.
You're talking about 2004, 2005. That's kind of like going back to the 90s and 80s for a lot of games to try to break down stories, and a lot of those games didn't really have stories that made any sense whatsoever. The biggest goal was to try to just beat them. That was it. Some games had some cool, compelling stories, but most, no, Jack, you just go in there.
The vice president delivering pizza.
Every game that's out now from back in the days from the Atari games, you could go look some type of fan-written story that's amazing. They could put a whole story behind any game, any movie. They like when Mortal Kombat did, how they bringing out coming out with a new Mortal Kombat movie off of the game of their stories. Mortal Kombat been around for a while. I mean, it's really no excuse, and they have people that can actually tie connections to make it a good story now. Because that's when they did that, they killed the whole world.
Well,
gaming,
the
whole thing.
Yeah, you're right, because gaming has a bigger budget, and a lot of people take gaming seriously because they more people are more engaged into the lore of storytelling within games now.
Thank you, Sleepy. Hey, listen.
What'd he say? What Sleepy say? What
Sleepy said, Dragon. The way that you just described that story, he said it makes the game sound so awesome. So you did the opposite of what you were trying to do.
Oh,
so,
Goblin. Goblin. Come on now, Goblin.
Hey, listen. There's a lot of great games coming out, right? There's a lot of great games coming out, and
that's really not one of them. Though.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, big shout out to AJ Felton, man. You know what I'm saying? He, as another person that came in there, look, I got people that's over here now believers of Marlo Briggs, and now I got people that's believers into Eternal 2. I think that's how you say it. Eternal 2. What did you say?
Initial 2.
Thank you. Sorry. Let me be country.
That's not even country. I was like, if you mispronounced initial, I would have given away. You said a whole nother word. Don't even go there.
I did.
That's not country.
I did.
That's not country.
Let me
We talking about a dude that's talking about playing in a mech with a president.
Thank you. Half my back.
President's got a mech suit. All right. If you don't got a mech suit as a president, are you really a president? No, you ain't. Get the hell out of here.
All right. Well, whatever. But thank you for having my back. Yes.
It's been about 20 minutes, and we haven't even started the show yet. Just out there.
Because everyone want to fight me about what I'm playing. They don't want to start fights about what everyone else is playing.
Okay, but anyway, I wanted to give a big shout out to. I wanted to give a shout out to AJ, man. Look, that game, Initial 2, it's really good. It's an Xbox exclusive, and you know what? What's going on, 100? What's going on? Who's he talking to?
Okay.
What's going on?
My bad. I'm talking to my brother White, man. My bad.
Mute your mic, man.
Hit the mute button. Anyway.
I'm not used to it no more.
Don't be paying your bills.
Man, I know. Hey, we don't want that again. Did you get the rent? Okay. Anyway, so but anyway,
use Cash App.
Initial 2, really good game. Graphically, it's not very stunning because it's made by an indie Japanese group. Or Dell developers, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Just to say, they saying that Xbox is getting more studios. If this is, yeah, at least one more, and a lot of rumors are saying that it's going to be a Japanese studio. This is a Japanese studio, and if you know with the big budget and with that fighting system of how they play, that fighting system on that game is great. That's what makes the game really dope is the fighting system. And you got some cool enemies because I played it on hard. That game is not easy, but it was really cool. So you just check it out. It's only $19. If you got them Xbox reward points, man, just like I did, put it down. Only paid $5 for it, Jack. That's it. Anyway, let's get on to it.
The gameplay looks awesome, unlike the presidential game.
Ooh. Okay. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's go right into this. This is, to me, is kind of stupid. So I want to start with the stupid story first, and then we're gonna move on to the good stuff. This whole narrative that came out I think yesterday, and it was talking about the PlayStation 5. And it was the rumor. It was either yesterday or the day before where PlayStation 5 was supposed to be as powerful as an RTX 2080. All right, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's a rumor. Hey, if that's the case, that's impressive. It just kind of goes with my theory of me saying, look, this next generation is going to go pretty long. I think both consoles are going to be significantly more powerful. I don't think it's going to be a little bit more powerful. I think they're going to be pretty powerful so they can maintain for a longer haul, just kind of like the 360 and the PlayStation 3. That's my theory on it, right? So if these rumors were true, then I would have been like, there's no question, because I mean, you got one hell of a powerful console at your fingertips. Well, comes to find out that it got debunked, just like a lot of these other rumors that's coming out about these consoles. That's why I'm just waiting until PlayStation reveals what they're going to reveal in February, and then we find out. What?
So I was hoping that it was going to be 14 teraflops, because I was running with the whole narrative that the Xbox One's Anaconda was going to be 21 teraflops.
Oh man, you should have said 30 just to make sure that the Xbox.
I was looking for 45, but I just was like, you know what, 45 is too much.
And people are going to get offended.
It would have been
99% of the gaming market don't even know what a teraflop is.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. Xbox was going to make it so powerful that it wasn't going to be a teraflop. It was going to be a Tyrannosaurus tops.
Mega Kraken. Now you being country.
Okay, yeah. It was going to be a mega Kraken.
I was talking teraflop stood for.
Now they're gonna show that the crack is like. I mean, unleash the Kraken, right?
Unleash the Kraken. Oh man, hold on. Let me give a big shout out to my boy Cedric H. Thanks for the support. Thank you very much. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, so now it got debunked, and so then I see articles that's saying that the PC community is at ease. It's happy that the PlayStation 5 is not comparable to a RTX 2080. So I'm finna just go start off with you. I'll start off with you, 100, and get your thoughts about this, man. What the hell is going on, man? Why would even PC fans even care about how powerful a console is when over time you see that PCs, you can keep adding more stuff to them and they'll be eventually more powerful than any console?
I said this in so many layman's terms. PC don't have a home. They lost souls. You know what I'm saying? They shot to my man Slayer. They like a Slayer that just go to different parties just to go to sleep. They just like to listen to us. You know what I'm saying? While we doing our thing, nobody really care what they doing. But you have an open environment. You can add whatever you want to add. You can do all this. When you got a box, that's you're paying for convenience when you get a console. You just want to click that button and let's go. You don't want to worry about no drivers. You don't want to worry about none of that.
Compatibility issues.
Yeah, this is what's crazy about this is why are people caring about what the damn PlayStation 5 is coming out? Worry about what's going on the PlayStation 4. Y'all happy because you got 100? God bless you. You know what I'm saying? You got 100. You know what I'm saying? But why are we talking about this and we still got consoles? We still got games that's coming out. I don't know about them, but Xbox still got games coming out. And we don't need to be pushing that narrative. Everybody go, these quote unquote journalists then turn to clickbait YouTubers now. So they're gonna write stuff, and then a lot of them don't want to even come back and debunk it. They're gonna ride with it or change it up. So that's how the world that we live in, and it's a shame that we live in a world full of clickbait. You know, until you hear Sony comes out and say this is what they have. Think about it, their chips haven't even been made yet on both sides. So why? It's like it's like they gotta have a fight in a war. They gotta, you gotta have a fight. Like I gotta punch you in the mouth first, or punch you in the mouth. No. Just sit back, relax, play what you playing, go back, go red boxes, go PC pirate those shit. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy it. I mean, that's all I'm saying. It's I hate when I see rumors like, oh, this is gonna be 27 teraflops. It can't be 27 teraflops, ain't no odd numbers.
And still got 1080p TVs.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
I mean, we barely even supporting. We got that. They got that 4K.
They got the $499 4K TV and think they high end.
But they don't even got games that can even support actual 4K. I thought that they maxing out at 1440. That's 2K. I mean, they talk about that 4K, but it's more like that 4K. I'm just saying.
Oh man, did you say phone gay?
Oh,
whoa.
No, phone K. I didn't say gay. I said funk gay, like funky.
Hey,
yeah,
Okay. I was making sure.
Like stank. Yeah, like stank.
It stank. It does stink. It's that funk K.
What's the creativity though? That's all they got. That's all they got to say. When they be making up the rumors, they always talking about.
But it's okay. They got bangers, guys. They got bangers.
Well, this is not really about the rumors. It's about the PC guys being excited that it's not as powerful as a 2080.
Because the fact
That's
that
not a rumor.
yeah.
But a lot of them ain't got a 2080.
But I'm just saying, like,
they got a 1085.
The rumors is all they talk about is the specs and the numbers. But what a lot of people don't realize with these next generation consoles, of course they're gonna do 4K 60 on all the games that's out now. It's gonna be about being more innovative, being more creative, like what they coming with these newer games. I'm gonna use like a line, you know what I'm saying, I give my big brother Lemon. You know, with these games, what they doing with these games now, they putting hooks on the games. Now let's take this here and let's times 10 this here to what they're gonna do with these future consoles is now they want to add hooks to the consoles to make them actually future proof where they can last longer. That's why if you start to hear the trends when they're saying backwards and forward capability with the S all the way with the X and even with the fat or you know what I'm saying, the baby boy, you know what I'm saying, big boy back there. So you know what I'm saying, they trying to bring something different to the table. The 4K 60, I mean, y'all working with geniuses at Microsoft and over there with PlayStation, and when they go get their AMD cards, they know what each other gonna get. So there's not going to be no competition. It's about who's going to spend the most money about that. You know, it's going to be about who's going to be the most innovative, might be able to take something and rearrange it and do something that's never been done before. That's this next generation. That's what they working toward. That's what if you notice, they in the background, they saying little things, they giving hints, but they misdirecting you because they really going in a whole different direction that game had never been seen. Y'all think VR was up? Wait till this next generation. I ain't just saying for Xbox, but it's gonna be for PlayStation 2. It's gonna be about that innovative because they was trying to do it with Kinect, but it didn't work. Now they got to bring out what's gonna be the new hot thing because that's the only thing that's gonna grab people attention. Because Xbox, PlayStation, they both gonna be powerful consoles, but what's gonna catch people attention is they being innovative. Now with the PC gamers, I'm gonna make it quick. The reason why people were saying that is actually because they know PC gamers could game at the same level at a cheaper price. Why when they just get a PlayStation instead of having like Bones say mess with this, tinker with that, doing all the stuff here. So with the PC gamers, to my older community, safe really and truly, they like you say, they lost souls and they just wanderers. So they don't really have no true home like how we have a true home. So if we become just as powerful as them, they has nothing to stand on. So then PC gaming might go back to being almost obsolete. Like it might, you know what I'm saying, digress.
No, I mean, well said. And Chuck, you haven't been on for a couple of weeks, man. Man, you got the floor, man. Anytime you talk, everybody got to shut up, bro. That's you just do. You got to do you, man. You got to get your airtime. No, don't worry about that. Everybody gonna get theirs. But I'm just saying.
I don't ran too much. I ran too much.
People want to put the new PlayStation 5 with party on deck with the new Xbox. I don't think so, because guess what? They're going on what Microsoft server. Microsoft gonna have their spec before anybody. Only person that's gonna have it before it is AMD. They gonna know that specs to that bad boy. So they
right, but you don't think Microsoft gonna know PlayStation specs? PlayStation gonna know Microsoft. We gonna know their specs.
PlayStation gonna have to Xbox gonna have to show PlayStation.
You know what? On this one, I do have to agree with 100 on this one. I don't think that either of them know exactly what they have. I think that they may have a rough idea, but for them to keep everything so close to the chest, and I'm talking about both of them. You know, the only thing that I think that we know for certain for PlayStation that it's going to be more powerful for VR, most likely going to be for 4K for VR, and you know that
hold them brains better.
Yeah, and then you know, and what we know from Xbox is that they're going to be using ray tracing, and then they're going to be basically coming with the AI. So you know, they're going to be using their new ray tracing with some kind of cloud computing for the AI. Other than that, I mean, you can ask other people that's way more detailed into that stuff, D-Batch and them, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I personally, I just rather would wait until they show it themselves, because all these speculations talking about this teraflops, how many, what's, the GPU, the CPU, all of that. I don't care. Just show me what it can do. Show them graphics on the screen, and then that'll be the determining factor for me which console I'm finna get first. That's how I look at it.
All right, what about this here? What about what I mean by innovative? Now, check this out. This just something just popped in my head. What if on the next generation, on a controller, instead of having like the Kinect and stuff like that on the controller, they have a speaker where you can say, "Hey, Katana," and then a hologram of Katana face pop up. You know, something like that, and they can show it to people. And you know, that ain't far-fetched.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. They got to give something different.
I don't know about that one. That's gonna cost.
You can hold the controller up, and then on there they might show up like a bullseye, like when you shooting, and you can actually look through a scope off of your controller or something. Just something different. I need this
controller. You need to be basic. When you start putting all that stuff into a controller, you're making the price go higher.
Let me ask you.
Nobody want to pay that much.
I like that. Yes, I like that. The Kinect.
This is very simple. How many people use the speaker on a PlayStation controller? And does it even matter? No, it don't matter. And that's something.
Okay, like think about it, the way they did with Dead Rising. If somebody in your house made the noise, the zombies to turn around. You know, innovative like that.
Yeah. I mean, the speaker on the
that's y'all got that's the core about gaming. That's why indie games do so well.
Most of us is wearing gaming headsets.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody's wearing gaming headsets.
Exactly. Nobody
gaming headsets out. You may make a mistake and sneeze, or you might be in a game and you might whistle just to draw their attention in one direction, so you can go in another direction.
You know what? I think the bigger the more power that these consoles got, the worlds will be bigger, more immersed. You get more immersed into it. You start seeing real facial graphics, stuff like that. You have more choices to do. You know, your choices will really count. So if I play a game this way and you play a game that way, we have two different experiences and we can come back and talk. Then we can go play a co-op together and we can experience that together. It's going to be more of that. But it's up to the developers and the engineers to push the power out of these damn consoles.
Right. No doubt about
that. If you want a game that does like specific stuff as far as like some rock band stuff, where either you need a gun or music thing or whatever.
Oh man,
I think all that stuff needs to be separate.
No,
I don't think you need to order, unless it makes sense to enhance the experience of the
example. Let's say if we were playing Red Dead.
Yeah, it needs to be bare bones.
Okay, what about this? Let's say we were playing Red Dead and we had to connect and we get into a standoff and both of us got to put the controller down and hold our hands up to the connect so the connect can register our hands, and then they'll say draw. You got to reach down and grab your controller and try to shoot the person.
You know, how the hell is somebody supposed to do that if they ain't got no hands?
Oh.
I ain't being.
Well, no, but hold on, but that's what that new that's what that new Xbox controller.
So how is that going to help somebody with no hands? They're going to be assed out.
Well, no, that new Xbox controller, the one for people that have difficulties.
You got to hold your hands up for that.
Right. So I mean, wouldn't that be?
They could probably hit a button. They could probably for a game like that, they would probably have to hit. They can hit a button or something like that, or maybe use tap their foot or something like that. They'll have a.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, if that's the case, then why wouldn't everybody just press the button then?
I mean, because it's all about the fun factor. Gaming is about having fun. It's not about just winning and losing.
Hey, Live, don't be trying to shred my man's hopes on what's going on. His innovation
is the experience is cool if everybody's up for it. Like, you know what it sounds like? It's more.
Everybody can't see, but got PR out, so.
No, blows like that. It's more of an experience that you want to do a one-time off. Like if you went to like Great Adventures and you did play the game like that, but that was cool. But over time, you're gonna be like, man, fuck this, putting my hands up, shit. I'm pressing the goddamn button.
Hey, what about the other stuff they had? The
you got 1, 2, 3 Switch. Who plays that?
Yeah, I mean, people that play Switch. I mean, they
got that 1, 2, 3 Switch.
I personally feel that Xbox should never give up on the Switch and try to bring the Switch again, but this time do it separately. I'm sorry, not the Switch, the Kinect. The Kinect.
The Kinect separate.
Yeah, I would say bring back the
make
Kinect.
It back compatible. Yeah. I love my shit.
Oh man, do it back. Yeah, man, bring lips. How many times I gotta say this to people, man? I need lips back in my life. You know what I'm saying? That keeps Holmes happy. Bring me lips. You know what I'm saying? That's the game of games right there. That'll get your girl involved. That get the homies involved. That get the neighbors involved. That game right there is legit. I'm telling you, lips.
I'm gonna act like I ain't hear that. Let's go.
Same.
What? Hold on. Wait a minute. AKA the lawyer. What are you talking about? Same. I could see you playing lips. We could be out there. We could be at E3.
I can't see no
Before
man.
This continues. Please called lips. Because all I'm thinking is lips.
Okay. Lips. If people don't know what the game is, it's like SingStar, but it's better. It is a karaoke type of game, and they had way better
Need a gong
music.
show button. We need a gun
No,
button.
it's man, Lips is fire. Please, people in the chat, man, let them know if y'all played Lips is dope.
Good luck.
Oh man.
Hashtag bring back K-Mega.
I had so many people.
Dude,
I had so many. I had
beverages.
No, I am drinking on an adult beverage, but no, I'm serious. I've had so many people. Going. No, come on, guys, for real. No, I'm telling you.
I Can we get back to the 2080 people, please? Now y'all playing Just Dance. Stop.
Hey, yo,
no,
don't be dissing on my Just Dance moves. I got the move.
No, the other one for the Xbox.
Tied the first 5 minutes.
What was the dancing game from Xbox? What was the dancing game from Xbox?
What, Just Dance?
No, not Just Dance. The one Xbox had by themselves.
The exclusive.
Yeah.
That was.
I'm not gonna say it because I played it.
Okay, Sleepy Goblin, you're tripping. You're gonna sit there and talk about that robot game, but you ain't never heard of Lips. I'm telling y'all, go to YouTube and y'all look it up and y'all see what I'm talking about. It's fire.
Hey, go on YouTube and type in Lips and let's see what y'all see.
Type in Lips and it'll be right there. They'll probably show people's lips. I'm telling you, man, that game Lips it was on the 360. It was great. Man, I'm in there. I'm singing Marvin Gaye. Got some Kanye. It got LL Cool J. Man, got some of the best music going back to the damn 50s, all the way to the modern times. Man, that was a dope ass game, man. Man, I have homeboys would bring they chicks that they would be meeting over.
You're
to
talking
the
about
crib.
Dance Central.
Dance Central, that's the game. But homies would bring, because when they was trying to break the ice, that was the game. Look, my old lady right there, she waved. She can't wait. She wants the Xbox to bring Lips. Ain't that right, baby?
No.
That's right.
That's the only reason you co-signing it.
I know this. Man, homeboys used to bring their chicks over.
I like Wonder Woman. My lady loved it. It was great.
No. I had homies bring over chicks they just met. And they would be like, why are you bringing me over to the homie's house, whatever. So then we get up there and break the ice. Next thing you know, a couple of drinks. And next thing you know, they singing, slinging hair, dancing the whole night. It's great. Then the homeboys took them home and did their pants off, dance off. I promise you, it was all good.
Oh, that's
man.
why you like the game. It got you lucky.
No, man. I'm just saying. I'm good.
Can we get back to the subject? 2080 Ti PC people happy.
I just had to reminisce for a minute, man. Bring back Lips, Xbox.
You gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. That's right. I do.
Gotta pull my Delilah HD card out. Back to the subject.
You did. I know. Back to the subject. Okay. Operations. Go ahead and go, man. Go ahead, Operations.
We were talking about PC gamers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we keep running into insecure gamers on Twitter a lot. Like, if you find catharsis from a rumor console that we don't know much about, not being as powerful as a graphics card, reevaluate your life, go outside, man, demand someone something. Goodness gracious, man, you're doing it wrong at that point. Because if you feel relief that a rumor didn't come true about a console, bro, you're doing something extremely wrong. Like, please splash your face in cold water, look in the mirror, do some soul searching right now, because you're doing it wrong, completely wrong, man. That's all I gotta say. This is just sad.
It is. And big shout out to Jazzy Newton, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude just been down for GRG from the get. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner.
And don't come in parties and try to separate dudes. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Jazzy Noob said it right here. Jay said it right here. He says, Lips, Dance Central, Rock Band were party events. Baby, what you talk about? If you talk about Rock Band, you got to talk about Lips. You talk about Dance Central, you got to talk about Lips.
I don't know about Lips, but I'll say Dance Central, Rock Band. Yeah, those are the parties.
You out of all people, and look, the international people you be hanging with, like there was chicks and people, dudes and shit from all over the world. I was competing with certain songs, and you had a list. I know I'm going crazy on the damn list.
He don't hang with international people. They from Texas.
Oh, that's right. That's true. They own separate people. Well, anyway, I'm international. K-Mega's international.
He's not wrong. We are our own people. We're better than everyone else.
I'm international. I like to talk to people from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
I'm talking international.
What? No, you ain't. No, you from Texas. Anyway, 108.
Hang on.
All right, I'm gonna say
You
this.
from the middle of fucking nowhere, all right? You in the badass of fucking the middle of the plains, all right? You shut your mouth.
I'm in the middle of the plains, and all I know is that you better not take your little ass around across that Red River.
About fucking country, right? But when you could see your fucking cousin.
Hey, the profanity.
What's going on? What's the
Come on, man.
What's it for?
Yeah, with the
You articulate yourself better than that live wire.
Oh man, damn! what? You just getting upset?
All right, let me say my piece. Let me say my piece, man. Let me get this out. First of all, these dudes that's worrying about a console being as powerful as the RTX new graphic card that came out this year, and they're happy about it. They not even buying that card. Okay, let's talk about that. You know, these dudes get out here. It's an ego thing. But you know, the Xbox One X is still more powerful than 75% of the PCs on the market. Still.
I mean, to be fair, most couldn't even afford that card if they want.
Right. They're bragging about something that the majority of them is not gonna purchase. That's an $800 card. Y'all got $800 PCs, if that. Come on. So when you see these people out here hating,
don't do that to them.
No, I'm gonna do it because these dudes try to act like they driving Bentleys and they on the bus.
Oh,
we gotta stop this nonsense. First of all, if you're sitting from the sideline hating on anything, I don't care if it's a console, it's a you problem. These dudes have intellectual issues that's just it can't be resolved. They need ammunition to talk and disrespect somebody. It makes them feel better, but you still on probably a 940 or a 960 graphic card. You ain't got no 1080. You ain't got no 1080 Ti custom card like I got in my PC that was $850. You ain't got that.
No, you giving them too much credit. They still use the integrated graphics on their damn motherboard.
Right. So when you see the dudes, because the real PC enthusiasts, they don't get out there and get in these forums and act retarded because they online for the next and best greatest thing. They don't care what console's doing. It's the inferior dudes with the biggest voice.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got an announcement. 100 gave some gameplay, so people watch it.
Okay.
I don't even think he did it. I think this is his son's, but that's okay.
But it's like when I look at some of these articles, man, and I spend the type of money it takes to have an high-end PC. You'd never hear me say that I'm a PC gamer. I don't even use my PC for gaming. I buy it because I like to have the best.
Disrespectful.
You dudes out here in these streets, y'all frauding. Y'all in here talking about stuff that y'all just don't own.
Hey, you know what I hear? Know what I hear about PC gaming?
That's what it is. And I can't take the nonsense and the negativity towards everything. If you're a PC gamer and you're an elitist, why do you care what the PlayStation 5 do? Why?
Hey,
why do you care what the next Xbox do? Why do you care? There's no if you an elitist, if you're at the top of the food chain, you ain't got to comment to the peasants. But you know what? You're not.
Hey, and big shout out to my boy Delirium Blades, man. He said I buy the best graphics card and never use it. He said I swing my PC Master Race, swinging meat rocket around. So that's cool. That's right. All right. That's cool.
You know what I use my supercomputer for? That's in the top 0.5% of the planet. I use it for YouTube videos. I edit real fast.
Ooh,
that's what I do with it.
Hey, you see that 2070 right there? That's me, baby. That RTX, baby. GeForce. Let's go, baby, with that Ryzen 7X 2700 chip, baby. Let's go. Like
I said, man, a lot of times people just need to pump their brakes, put the hate away,
brag about my PC
and stop listening to the minorities, because real PC dudes don't get in there and say, "Oh, PC gaming is better." Y'all don't know nothing about fixing DLL game problems, and when your graphic card can't get the update, you got to know how to make sure you force the system to be able to use the games, and y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all barely know about emulation. Guys, kill me, man.
Well, no, I actually game on my PC. I mean, because Blade was like, Mega, you got to play Shadow of War on that. And you know what? That's why I can't stand this whole narrative about, well, Xbox has got, play anywhere and all that. That's just taken away from the Xbox and all this and all that, man. The switcheroo that I was doing between playing that and Forza on my PC, like, cause like we don't have that picture-in-picture anymore like we used to have, the snap feature on the Xbox One.
Man, that's a loss.
I know, that was a huge loss. But other than that, so like when my Rachel Maddow comes on or whatever that I'm watching at that time, and I don't feel like switching over, I'd rather watch that. Then I could do that play anywhere, and I could play it on my PC while I'm watching. While I can at least hear what's going on with the TV show that I'm watching. I love that. The play anywhere feature was almost kind of like that snap feature for me, and then actually seeing how the game performs and how it looks and things like that. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. But the one big problem of it is that I'm a console gamer. So what happens after my shows go off? I switch right back over and go right back to my console and my TV.
And let me give a shout out to my man in the party chat, my man Six Slayer, who also assists me in building my PC monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Shout out to my boy Six Slayer in the chat, always supporting.
Yeah. Hey, I got one more statement I want to say about these PC gamers.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, you got the not the. I want to make this clear. Not the PC gamers, but these PC warriors. Why they be trying to war against like the console gamers, and they be always got their opinions. Not the people like Lemon say they play PC gamers, but the ones that want to talk all the noise and just want to talk noise just to talk noise is because PC gamers is mad at console gamers because of they hear statements like this here all the time. If you go inside of a store and people talking and they get, let's say, this, and they say, "Oh, you play this?" And they're like, "Yeah, what you playing on Xbox?" Say, "What about you?" I don't play on Xbox. You say, "Oh, what you play on PlayStation?" You say, "No, I don't play on the PlayStation." Say, "Oh, what you on game?" You be like, "Yeah, I game." Say, "What you game on?" PC. The casual person look at him and say, "Oh," and walk away.
That's facts. That's facts. That is facts. That's facts. And this is the thing right here, though. Just think about this, Chuck. You ever got you a gaming PC, and now since Madden is on there now, just think about where you would be in the standings. You see what I'm saying? You would be killing them, destroying them. You know what I'm saying? So it just because a lot of these guys, they play for recreation. They don't play, or they try to find angles to do certain things. The one thing I love about PC and that I hope that Xbox will fully implement here in the future. They gave indication to it, but don't know if they're if they're going to stick to it, because some things they say that's going to happen, and then other times then they like, oh well, you know what, we said it, but I kind of forgot that we said it because we ain't going to do it. But regardless, is the mod situation, because PC is always great with the mods. With the NFL, they put in those college teams in there and they're modding that in there. And I'm gonna buy Madden just because of that on PC, because I want to have those mods. If you can have those type of mods that's on that could be transferred over to the Xbox, because that's another thing where I think that where PlayStation benefits as well, because some of those Japanese games out there that they have, let's just say like for I don't know, I just bought this game the other day. I haven't played it yet. Oh man, I can't think of the name of the game. It's you flying. There's a chick. She's flying around and she can bounce off stuff and she's flying back and stuff. I can't think of the name of the game right now, but I bought 1 and 2.
Oh, Gravity Rush 2.
I bought both of them. Right, I haven't even booted them up yet, but I'm definitely going to play them because
I hate that game.
Well, it looks really cool. I mean, I like playing. I like
you play. You like, what the hell?
Really, I will definitely call it out if it's trash, then I'll call it out. But I've been wanting to play it, so I'm like, they had a sale for both of them, and I bought them. But just think if those games could be played on PC, right? Those guys, they may not be buying it, they may buy it, but they want to tinker with it. And if PlayStation would allow them to do a couple of things with it, or the developers would allow them to like put enhanced graphics on it and do like different this and skins, and then you just cut out the nasty stuff because some of them will definitely have them naked and doing wild shit. But you
AKA Conan.
Right, yeah, right. But
it was bugging in Conan.
But that's the thing is still like, well, then Dead or Alive. Trust me, I said the Street Fighter. Street Fighter. I'm like, Lord, what are y'all doing? But anyway, it's one of those things where it's a benefit. The PC gamers, they want to get these games, and there's guys that just want to tinker with them. And if they allow just a little bit of tinkering, then they seem like they can come out with a product that's really dope, and then have they'll sustain a lot longer, and then people will be more interested into it when you add those mods and things like that. Especially with fighting games, I think mods should be accepted for all fighting games. You know,
let me tell you something.
Limitations.
There's only one. Besides when you have compatibility issues, if you don't update your PC constantly, which is a lot of money that people pretend they got. But the biggest issue on PC is one subject: cheating.
Yeah.
It's out of control. You can't even control the PC environment with cheating. They be putting all type of measures in. And if PC was so important, the second biggest selling game in the world, where is it on PC?
Oh, somebody! I'm sorry. How rude of me! How rude of me! I'm so sorry. Somebody asked about my fantastic gameplay. This is K Mega's gameplay, and the game is Bloody Spell.
And Jazzy Nuke in the chat had a big thing going. Oh, let me pay the bills.
Woo!
I $20 from Brian Baker.
Delirium.
I told myself, if Mega says tinkering 7 times in a minute, I'll donate. Tinky Winky.
Oh!
That's what I call my daughter.
You call your daughter?
You got that right.
My daughter that.
Do you say it right?
You say it right. Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky. That's it, baby.
But
that's it.
Jazzy Noob had a good point in the chat a couple streams up. Fallout did it right. You know what I'm saying? With the mods and everything. So it can be done on console. You know what I'm saying? But at least it's in a controlled environment, and people ain't gonna mod the game to get a tactical advantage, especially in a multiplayer game. They still can't control PUBG. They still can't. They're cheating all over the place. It's disgusting. It's horrible, man. It's horrible.
No, the thing about it is, it's a lot of games. Okay, I saw people complain about Minecraft this week and all that other stuff. And I had posted, and I had some people get at me nasty, but I don't get too fine. I remember one night he was here, and he got on YouTube, and he was like, "Pops, I can get the 4K. I can go get everything right now." Mm-hmm. And we wasn't on PC. We was on Xbox. And he tried it, and I said, "I'm going to bed. I got to go to the office in the morning." You know, when I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, he woke up and said, "Look at this, the textures and everything." I said, if a 13-year-old can do it, you know what I'm saying? I figure like certain games, let it open. But he had to download a bunch of download apps that was already in the store. There wasn't putting no thumb drives or nothing. He just did it, and he found somebody on YouTube that broke it down. What he did, he took a PC mod. And think about it, people understand, Xbox is that OS is part of the Windows 10.
It is Windows 10.
Yeah, so it's easy for you to pull it. You can pull that off and trick it, and that's what he did. He had another program that was all in the App Store. He didn't have to go download no special anything. And it's like, okay, boom, you got this. And I was like, okay, if Microsoft allowed you to use PC mods on certain games, to me that's cool. But it's to your own risk. And then Microsoft don't say, if you do this, don't send it back because you bricked your console.
My best mod on PC was GTA 5. They had the Avengers in there.
Oh, really? I know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Azure Wrath when he was playing with Street Fighter, that was my favorite one.
Oh,
you know what? I thought that was
DLC, but that was still pretty
fun.
DLC.
That's DLC. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
That's not DLC. That's a mod.
No, that's DLC.
No, that was a DLC.
That's DLC.
That had the best mods on the market on PC. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. They had all the Avenger characters in there.
Oh yeah, no, like I do
Yes,
have a
they
couple.
did.
I do have a couple of mods for.
I like when the mods be skins like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I do. That's what I'm saying. Like all fighting games should have mods. They
Yeah.
should,
Even the naked ones?
that's what I was saying.
They
Like
have naked-
no.
PS5.
Console
saying
should
you got Chun-Li?
no. That's what I'm saying.
You gonna hit that
Look.
juice box?
Look, let me tell you this. You know what? Street Fighter 5, the way that they have those chicks built, you know what I'm saying? That just makes them even worse than Dead or Alive. Like the way that those mods are for those Street Fighter 5 ladies, it's insane. But regardless, no, you should. Those are perverts. That's what I'm saying. Like I never downloaded those things. I sit there and I watch somebody. They put it. They was like, oh yeah, look at this. We got the Brazilian chick. I can't think of her name right now. And they started prancing around, jumping around, and butt ass naked. I'm like, oh my god, they tripping.
And they add the physics to it.
But yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm like, you know what? Why am I looking at this like this? See, no, I got to get off of here. So I got out of there. But this is the thing that it's like, no, you keep that away from consoles. That's just filth. Hot filth, but it's filth. But
It's gonna cause problems.
yeah, it caused problems. Man,
That's why we got these ERSB ratings now.
That's
that
foul.
will definitely hit hard on that on console.
That's foul. But for other mods, like in Dead or Alive 5, and I know that they've done it with 6. I haven't got 6 on the PC yet, but those mods that they've done, some of them were so fabulous. So there's a group of guys that I link up with, and they give me a couple of those little mods that they do. Like when I show those gameplays on Next a lot, where they did Captain America, they do other stuff. Like they even did Master Chief, Cortana. I'm like, what? You got that? Like it's dope. Like it's really crazy.
About licenses and stuff too.
Yeah, right. That's
everybody don't want to get in that. At least when you got your PC, it's a personal computer.
That's why I'm saying.
Do whatever you want to do.
That's what I'm saying. Certain things you can do, certain things you can't do that you can't send over to the consoles. Especially you damn sure can't do the naked stuff. And to me, like I said, you got children, all that stuff. That's just foul. But with other like characters, things like that, Disney will sue the hell out of Microsoft and PlayStation if they do that. So they have to be slick. So if people can do better things, like I love how Soul Calibur has done it, right? They have really good characters. They got a really good modding system. I think that more fighting games should implement that, and other games like that as well. With if you can create a character and stuff like that, like how they do with GTA 5 and others, it's fantastic. I think I have never beat that game. I've played it for a lot of hours, but I never beat it. That Skyrim game. All those
that
mods,
game is awesome.
All those mods is amazing. Like, I mean, that's just crazy.
They can't sue for that because it's content created.
Right.
They can't sue Microsoft.
The law is different from a PC, because when you get a PC, that's your personal computer. That means that that's yours.
Right.
You get into a console and it's a closed environment, you're allowing this to happen on your console. The law turns different.
I still gonna sue the person that made
all mods have to be approved. That's why I don't know how
all mods ain't approved on PC.
Most of them. Oh well, not on PC. No, not on PC.
Get mods from Steam.
Not on PC, but on console they had to
on
do
console. But you see how
it's open ended.
Yeah, right. So you see how when you got that closed environment, that opens up legal work against your ass. Like, okay, why are you allowing this? And these are characters.
I know, but anyways, okay, we've been on this topic for a while. I didn't think we was going to be on this topic this long, but let's move on to the next. Anybody else want to say something? I know for once, Bloody has been pretty damn quiet. Do you got anything to say to this before we jump on to the next topic?
No.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, let's get on to it. Let's talk about Halo Wars 2.
Saving the world with the vice president.
That's fine. That's my boy right there. That's my boy right there. He's doing it. He's doing the damn thing. All right.
Hey, listen, you're the vice president because you were riding the coattails of my success. All right.
Wow, that sounds good.
Mercy.
Let me guess. You get more women than me too?
Woo! All right. Okay. There we go. There we go. And Bloody, I'm going to go to you first on this topic. But the whole situation with Halo Wars 2. Now, it caused a little of a shitstorm a little bit because it came because articles came off as saying that Xbox was terminating, was kind of like pulling the plug for anything that was extra content that was going to come to Halo Wars 2. We come to actually find out that Halo Wars 2 is done very well and is very popular on Steam. People has been asking for keyboard and mouse support. They've been asking for a couple of bug fixes, things like that. They even did a petition because they enjoy Halo Wars 2 that much. But again, the crazy thing about it is Halo Wars is proven that it is done very well. It's got a very high API, and the fact that it's that people are even making petitions because they want extra content is crazy. And then come to find out that the content that they were going to be bringing was going to be space exploration or space combat. There was going to be space.
Well, that's
combat.
a rumor. It's not confirmed.
Well, I don't know. There was a couple of people that said this came from two different sources that it was saying that was actually true. But you're right. It's still a rumor. But they were working on other content that they wanted to do, but they put things on hold for now. They didn't cancel it and say that they're done, but they said that they're putting it on hold. So, Bloody, what is your thoughts about this? Do you feel that this is a big mistake from Microsoft? Do you think that they'll go back to Halo Wars and try to appease the fans of Halo Wars 2, or do you think that this is something that's going to happen for maybe a sequel, or that they're working on Infinite? What do you think? What is your whole thoughts about this whole situation?
Well, one, this whole outrage about Halo Wars 2 just goes to show that people want to just believe sensational news hits and titles and not actually read any of the information or actually take the 5 seconds it would be to actually look up the information in regards to what's going on with these cases. They just want to take the head title and then run with it, make up their own story that has no basis on what was actually being said, what's done. The fact is, Halo Wars did not. I know it did well, but I'm not gonna say that it was a smash hit. It was a big success for the fans who like RTSs. That's very big on Steam because RTSs are popular on PC. That's why you have games like StarCraft, as popular as it is. RTSs always do well on PC. It had a fair bit of support and actually and a fairly big community on the Xbox for being an Xbox game. And
okay, but hold on, Bloody. This is something that's pretty crazy to think about. That game didn't have the true mouse and keyboard support that they wanted. And for people to still play that mostly off of their controllers, that tells you something. That tells you that they were engaged.
And it's not just the fact that yes, I will say this, RTSs absolutely benefit from mouse and keyboard. A lot of people want that. But the thing is, what they succeeded with Halo Wars is they made an RTS Lite setup that works well with the controller, because the fact that when they made Halo Wars, it was built with the controller in mind. Yes, it still has mouse keyboard support, especially on PC, but it wasn't fully enacted the way that it could have been on console. But it was still made with a controller in mind and worked well for a controller on an RTS. Because people said, oh, you're making an RTS on a console. Using a controller, that's stupid. It's never going to work. They made it work, and they did a great job with it. And that shows just how many people were okay with the way that it was properly implemented in that game. Now, they did say, here's the thing. They supported that game for 2.5 years, a game that everyone said was stupid, was a failure, that was never going to be supported, never going to stay long-term. If it wasn't going to be long-term, 2.5 years for a game that does not do well or anything like that definitely shows that there was quite a bit of support for that game and that there was quite enough interest for them to support it for 2.5 years. Typically, when you see a game that does not do well, it loses support typically within the first couple months versus a year, not 2.5 years later, especially a game as a service as we see with Halo Wars. The fact is they still have plans on what they want to do with the game, but right now they're not pursuing or doing anything with it right now. Doesn't mean that they're going to completely stop. I don't feel that they're going to completely just abandon it and leave it to not ever get updated. I feel they'll still do some things like any sort of patches and bug fixes and stuff like that. But right now they're not focusing on Halo Wars because of the fact that that team is either more than likely going to start working on Halo Wars 3, if there's going to be a third one, or they may try to get a new game plan on what they want to do with the future. Because the fact that they're not working on Halo Infinite, That team is dedicated to Halo Wars, and it's a separate, smaller team out of 343. They're not a part of the Infinite team. So the thing is, Halo Wars is their own bread and butter and their own project. They're not going to pull that team away to work on Infinite unless it's absolutely something. But we already know how big 343 Industries is. They already have enough people hands-on with what they need for Halo Infinite. They're not going to pull that team away from Halo Wars to work on Infinite if it's unnecessary. So I honestly think that right now what they're doing is they're taking time to re-gauge and figure out what they want to do with going forward, if they want to do any more expansions with what they already have, or if what they had that they wanted to do for expansions or any sort of updates, they're going to turn around and use that for content in the next game and start working on the next potential game in the Halo Wars franchise.
Okay, all right.
Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank.
$3.99.
Thomas?
GRG was good, my brothers. Late, but I'm here. You ain't never late because you can rewind this later.
That's right.
Yes.
You can be like the other people that come in here and check it out. You know what? Tonight, I had 2 weeks of content strikes. Damn it, we ain't having it tonight. We going straight right.
Hey, listen. Hey, straight up, what Other Zing said too about Halo Wars 2 is that Atriox is one of the dopest villains that they've ever created, and he is actually an intimidating figure, knowing what he has.
Insane. You are absolutely right.
He is scary.
Atriox is the beast. Like, you can put Atriox in any game that's out as a villain, and he would still be that dominant force. You could put him in PlayStation's God of War. He'll be a force. You could put him in Horizon Zero Dawn. Force. You could put him in Bloodborne. Fucking force. You could put him anywhere. I know that people are like, it's RTS. Shut the hell up. You have no idea what you're talking about. Those stories in Halo Wars, both of them are great. But in Halo Wars, they tied them up so well with Halo 5 and what's going to happen in Infinite. Man,
I'm telling you, if they introduce Atriox as the big bad for Halo Infinite or anything like that, it is going to be amazing. Because
he can't be the big bad. He can't be the big bad.
No, I don't know.
The Didact is the big bad. The Didact is the big bad. The Didact is the big bad.
Even still, if he has any sort of play in the background of things, still, I was like, the Didact could be the main focus, but I'm guarantee you that Atriox is going to have some sort of presence, and they're going to set him up.
The Didact is OG.
They're going to set up some sort of confrontation at some point between Atriox and Chief. But I'm saying that even if he's not like the main focus, because it's going to be on the Didact, if he has any sort of presence there and he's starting to lay foundations for when they bring him in later, he is going to be a hell of a villain for that game. Because Atriox, if you paid attention to his history and the story of what he's done, especially with what they were talking about in Halo Wars 2, I was like, this is a villain that I can get behind in Halo.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Atriox is one of the coolest villains because not only he's intellectually strong, but he's physically strong. Like, he dominated like 3 or 4 Spartans with no problem. Like, they weren't nothing to him. So if you did bring him into Infinite, which would be the ultimate, let me just make this point right here. Like, for anybody out there, I would ask you guys. You may not like RTSs, don't, but go watch every trailer from Halo Wars 2, and then come back to me and then explain to me what you think about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course you'll have some of those frauds out there. Oh, it was trash. No. It was dope, and every little piece about that, and how Atriox is the bad, is like Master Chief, but bad. He's a bad guy. It's like for any no. Okay. This is the perfect scenario, and tell me if I'm wrong, 100. Because
he's
I know
the antithesis to everything that Chief is. That's the word you want.
Right. He is that. But when I put this, I'm gonna ask 100's part because he's a big Halo fan. Think about in Black Panther, everybody loved Killmonger, right? That's Atriox. That's Atriox, bro. Atriox is is Killmonger. That is him.
Yeah, basically, bro. Yeah.
That's him. He's the dude that you can ride with because of how he came up. He came up as a nothing. He was ridiculed. They looked at his species as dumb. They were failures, and they banished their ass to nowhere. And he's so cold that he had the elites, the elites, the most coveted of the covenant, to bow down to him because he's that cold. That's who Atriox is. Like, if they put if I see any inkling of Atriox in Infinite, they did the game right. That's a fucking Game of the Year title, in my opinion. That's me. All right.
Yeah, if they kill him off, I might be done with Halo after that, bro.
They're not killing him off.
They bet not.
I'm telling you, they're gonna set up. No, they're gonna set up for a big showdown.
He's too cold for that.
Halo.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
Cyrus gonna cook up with Red Team.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go fight. Because I think the Banish and the Creator gonna join together.
Yes, I think the same thing.
And Chief gonna do his own little thing, and then you gonna have Locke. And then, you know what? You might then you can have you playing as Locke, and with Red Team and them, you can have them like at DLC. That's more content to the game that you add on, just like the Division. You add more stuff on as a time, like how they did Spartan Ops. You know, I hope they bring, since Buck is not there, I hope they bring old boy back from Spartan Ops that's supposed to have did run Osiris. So if they bring him back, and he can be the fourth member, and then you guys go mess with the Banish. You build up the Banish to be some bad, it ain't no one and dones. They something to wreck.
Right.
You know, so you kick ass and ask questions last.
The Banish is up there with the Forerunners, bro.
They're
no joke.
Right now, they fight just as hard as the Flood.
No doubt.
So that's how you can make two different stories, and then you're gonna hear. We ain't gotta hear the backlash. What happened to the Chief? We already know what the Chief is doing. I think that's a chip. I think that's another Cortana chip, and she's gonna merge with the Domain again and find out her old self, and it's gonna be you and her going against the one that Halsey created.
Yeah, no, I definitely think I'm going to here listening to the thing. Like, man, this is anybody else. Come on, fill in, jump in. What is your thoughts, 108, about the whole situation with the Halo Wars 2? They stopped on bringing in content. Do you think that that's a fail on Microsoft's part? Do you think that they should still appease the PC nation and the people that still play on console for Halo Wars 2, or do you think that what they're doing right now is for the greater good? What is your whole thoughts about this?
I think it's for the greater good, because let's just be real here. I'm a Halo Wars retard, right? And I'm gonna tell you from my perspective, them putting it on PC was like a afterthought. It was not something they was planning on doing, and they did not expect it to have that type of success. Even though RTS is unknown on, for console, PC based games. You understand? I don't think it's a fail. I think it's a win for them, because when they make this third part, I guess it'll sell better on PC, and I'm pretty sure it won't be an afterthought. But listen, man, they moving on to bigger and better things, and hopefully they don't start like Bloody said, a part 3 to it. You know what I'm saying? But like on console, it's not really supported. It's a hardcore game. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Demon Souls of RTS is on that, besides XCOM. Those are really the two biggest ones, and XCOM is bigger than that, and that's another PC game. But it's not a fail. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta move on.
I need to look at those numbers, those numbers of seeing which game has the more players, if it's XCOM or if on the PC, if XCOM or if it's Halo Wars. Because they on multiple, I read on 4 different articles that Halo Wars 2 is doing very well on PC. Not well, not good, but they said very well.
But you got to get the numbers. But still in all, right. I don't think it's a fail. They got it on an afterthought. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna release this and then drop it on PC. We're gonna launch, and it wasn't like that. It was an afterthought. So it's not a fail. They didn't expect anything from it. Nothing.
You got to understand this. 343 did not make that game. They outsourced it again. Like they don't make that game. They outsourced it.
Well, yeah, no, but the rumors
And I love the
about
game. I love the game. I think it's awesome. But like I said, man,
I don't know.
Maybe that other developer that's making that game, I forgot who it is, making that game.
Creative Assembly, I think. Oh no, Creative Assembly is the one I think that just does the trailers.
No, that's not a
fail. It's not a fail, King Mega, because like I said, it was the afterthought. Let's see what we can get out of this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no major launch, and it's not. They don't even put that time and effort like that into that game, and for it to have that type of following or people feeling like that is excellent. But then, it's not a fail of them not dropping no more content because they didn't plan to.
Yeah. And Blur makes the cutscenes, and look at all the content you got now. You got a bunch. You got 2 DLCs. You got multiplayer. You got free for all. You can have fun playing.
Yeah, that game is awesome, man. That
well,
game
but the Steam players didn't get all the goodies that they want, that they signed a petition that they were showing that they wanted to support. Well, I mean, Steam is still the big dog when it comes to those apps, but it's so you would want to cater.
Vegas can't be choosy. Glad you got it.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, son.
Don't do that. Yeah, that's being disrespectful. They're gamers too, man. They're gamers too, one.
If they're supporting a game that the console people ain't support, don't do that.
They got the option to monitor the game.
Don't do that.
Okay, but 100. This is the thing.
How long they let the show server down before they stop supporting it?
Oh no, I think that game is going to keep playing for years to come. Yeah, no, they ain't shutting down the servers for that.
No, the show. The show. I'm talking about the show. The actual game called the show. The
baseball game. Oh no, PlayStation shut that shit down like after about a year and a half. No, they let it go about almost 2 years, and then they shut it down because they want the new game to get
right. So that game they would consider doing bad, right?
And that game,
server down that game.
This ain't about PlayStation. This is about Microsoft.
Right.
What they doing. This is not about PlayStation.
Yeah, this ain't about PlayStation.
I'm comparing the concept of if that I'm using that one because if that game came out and it did well, and they shut the servers down, they still consider doing well. So if they stay and they stop dropping content for 2 years after this game, that means that it could still be considered doing well.
Well, no, I get that, but then again, what you're saying, but this is the thing. That's an annual game. That's coming out every year, just like Madden. Halo Wars 2 is Halo Wars. If there's a Halo Wars 3, it isn't coming out every year. That's going to come out in probably maybe another 3-4 years from. Well, I won't say 4 years. Another 3 years, another 2 or 3 years. That's when you see that. With games like that, like those games are almost generational because you had Halo Wars that came out towards the later end of the 360 cycle. Then you had Halo Wars 2 that came towards the middle of the Xbox One, and then when you get Halo Wars 3, if they do Halo Wars 3, we still don't know if they're going to do it or not. That right there is probably going to be somewhere in the beginning, middle, or in the middle of the next generation, the Scarlet generation. So it's totally different. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think it's just totally different. Operations, did you want to say anything about this before we move on?
I'll be quick with it because y'all really covered everything to the T pretty much. But as everybody said, like to the gamers, even the journalists who wrote the damn articles breaking the news, calm the hell down. Let's be realistic about this as gamers. This game has been out for over 2.5 years. That's plenty of support. Most games don't get that coverage as well. And on top of that, the team that's working on this, giving this support, is also part of the team that works on Infinite and MCC as well. So what makes more sense? To pull back this team, help out with the games, the mainline games that are coming out next year and years to come, because like Halo Infinite right now, that's the main flagship game coming out right now. That game has to be immaculate at launch right now. With all the weight and pressure weighing behind them in the game, it has to be spot on at launch. And on top of that, the MCC, which has been a big request from the fan base to put on PC and Steam, and that game has to be working perfectly, almost perfectly as well, because they do not want to repeat what launched on the Xbox One. So what makes more sense? To prioritize resources on a game that are still work in progress right now, or put that team still on a game that's been out for a couple of years as well, that's already had plenty of support.
Right, facts.
Like, come on, us.
No, the lawyer's right, 100% right.
You need to stop being
At the end
bitches
of the generation, they can't
Right.
focus on the
And
game.
that was one.
Afterthought.
And there was one thing that the rest of us haven't talked about, was the fact that they are going over and helping for the
MCC.
For the Master Chief Collection, and on Reach, and that right there, that they have to get that right. PC fans don't play that. They don't play that. Like
if your port to PC is messed up, they'll rip you to shit. They don't care who it is.
They do not
Ubisoft,
play
EA,
that. They don't.
Rockstar,
They don't care
is
who you
there.
are. Right. They don't play that. So if you want, and this is the thing right there, if they get it right, Halo is going to be introduced to a whole nother generation of gamers. It's going to be immersed even further than what it has been. And this whole narrative that Halo has lost its luster, it's already, that's just showing you right there that there's such an appetite for Halo. Even now, even for the Halo haters out there, they know if Halo gets any inkling of support from the PC Nation, it's a wrap. There is no game. There's no game on there's no console game. If Halo gets to the PC space like they wanted to, and it's proper and they do it right, like Operation said, there will be no console game that can touch Halo. Period. I don't give a damn what game you put out there. You can put out God of War, you could put out Uncharted, you could put out Gears, you could put out Forza, you could put out Spider-Man. No game is going to have the luxuries as Halo is. That's why it's that important. So when they said that it's going to stop, I'm gonna let you finish up live, because I know you ain't said anything. If you get Halo to get into that new audience, into the PC realm that don't fuck with console unless they may only play PlayStation, that's it. Halo ain't never died, but Halo is going to a whole nother plateau. Even better than Mario, might be in that same stratosphere with GTA. And I know that there'll be some people saying, Mega, you bugging. But if you really think about that, you got all those PC gamers out there, think about it logically. That's why they say, look, no, we ain't doing anything else. We're going to focus on getting this PC shit right. What you got to say, Live?
They had a Halo game already. Baby, you act like that PC never had a Halo game.
No, not like Master Chief Collection though. That's nothing. There's no console game like there is no 100 before you start 100. Name me a console game that's come out that's like Master Chief Collection. Name me one.
Hold on, let's be real about it. This is an official port of the mainline Halo games to Steam.
Right.
This is an official port. Now I'm on it. This is official.
Like I say, man, they can go jump up and down. Down sleep.
Okay, well, you're not understanding. You're not
understanding
at all.
Halo on its own by itself. They think about the PC guys been crying for it for years.
Right.
That's the only reason they're getting it.
So why do you think that they don't? Okay, they have been crying for it, but why do you think that they're trying to make it right? See, the console gamers didn't even get it. The Xbox gamers didn't even get it right.
What do you mean they didn't get it right?
Man, Halo Master Chief Collection was broken as fuck when it first came out.
I bought Halo Master Chief Collection just to play the damn single player.
The story.
No, I didn't buy it
I bought it because I bought it for the whole experience. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, bro. I'm an Xbox guy. But do not sell Xbox gamers short. That shit right there, 100. No, 100. That shit right there, 100. That shit right there that you're trying to preach. That's the shit why you got people out there that's over here talking about they're not going to buy an Xbox. That logic that you're trying to say right there, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Master Chief Collection was broken. It was broken. It was fucking broken. It wasn't worth the money that they asked for when it was broken. Don't do that.
Hey, did Sony try to do something like that? No.
Don't
they
do that. Who gives a fuck what Sony trying to do? Let's not. Hold on. I got to agree with. I don't know who said this first. I think it was Lemon. I think it was Lemon. I think it was Lemon. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't bring up PlayStation when Xbox fucks up. Don't bring up PlayStation when Xbox fucks up.
I hate that.
Don't do that.
Tell me what other company attempted what they tried to do.
It's like everything
It don't matter. It don't matter.
There's so much passion in this right now.
I know there's a lot of passion into it, but 100 is wrong.
It's true. Every time Xbox mess up, but PlayStation does this.
I bleed green like no other. I bleed green no other, but I don't sugarcoat the bullshit.
That's right.
Listen, Master Chief Collection was a fail and launch. They should have never been there. Okay, ask me. Okay, what is it? All right.
Ask the question.
What
person, what developer out there tried to run 4 different engines, give you all the multiplayer maps with all the dang modes, and who had the balls to do it? 343 had the balls to do it.
They had the balls to do it, but they fucked up. They should have delayed the game. They should have delayed the game 100, and that's that. Tell the truth.
The main reason, the diehard wanted to go play. You forgot you can still play.
No.
You could have still played too.
No, bro. I look. I know what you're talking about, but that's still not. Listen. How much? When did you buy Halo? When did you buy the Master Chief Collection?
I had it day one.
Okay, you paid full. You paid. You paid that $50. You paid that $50 for it, right?
I paid 40.
I paid
$40.
I paid 50.
That's your fault. That's your fault. It's $40 out here.
See, now you wrong. Now you fraud the public. Now you fraud the fucking public. Now you fraud the public. You fraud the public, bro. You fraud the public.
It was never $50.
Okay, if it's 40 or 50, regardless,
did they? You got every Halo game. You had a game that got remastered.
You had every Halo game, but you didn't have every. You didn't have every The multiplayer was broken. That's not what they advertised the game to be.
That was the first time somebody ever attempted to do that.
I know that, but the point of the matter is that they shouldn't get. They tried to do something that nobody else has done. They should have. You know what they could have done. You know what they could have done. They could have said, "Look, we're going to make sure." No,
they came out and said, "We're sorry. You know what? We don't give you. We don't give you."
People paid full price for it. That was another rip by people to. Hey man, no, bro. That was another reason why people ripped the shit out of Xbox, because they came out with a product that was advertised that the shit worked and it didn't. That's the thing that I'm talking about. No. You cannot keep coming in.
When the last time you played that multiplayer?
I played that multiplayer just about 4 or 5 months ago. About 4 or 5 months ago. About 4 or 5 months ago.
How many hours?
I played it for about 4 hours.
You played more Halo 5 than you played that. Come on, man. Go be playing that game the other night.
Maybe. You're probably right. Maybe. I say maybe. No. Hold on. I said maybe. I don't really know.
I'll play Halo 4. Okay, I'll play Halo 4 because you can sprint. Not playing no game that I can't sprint. It's too old for me.
Okay, all right, listen.
Hold on. Yeah. First of all, y'all gotta each one of y'all gotta talk.
I know, and
y'all yelling over each other, and people need to understand what the hell y'all talking about.
Okay, all right. This is the thing right here. Let me say this, and then 100 you can rebuttal. This is my thing. Thank you, Lemon. This is the thing right here. This is the problem that I have with your statement, 100, is because this is the thing, and we're going to get into that topic at the end of the show. Is people, every time that PlayStation does something, every time that Xbox does something wrong, you know what I'm saying, Xbox fans want to say, well, Well, PlayStation do it too. Look at the look at the Uncharted collection. They didn't even put multiplayer in there. You know why they didn't put multiplayer in there? Because they didn't even want to fuck with the hassle. They were like, look, we're gonna throw it at you. And you know what the PlayStation fan did? They ate it up and they chewed it up and they spit it in. It's like it's fucking gold, even though we as gamers felt that was bullshit. I've talked to plenty of PlayStation people that says, look, I wanted that multiplayer because I thought that Uncharted 2's multiplayer was one of the best multiplayers that PlayStation had in the PlayStation 3 era. But I digress. We don't need to talk about PlayStation when we're talking about an Xbox problem.
Facts.
Master Chief Collection is not on fucking PlayStation at all. It's not even on PC. It's on Xbox. So it's an Xbox problem.
Yep.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and come out and say, look, it was so atrocious that nobody should support it or nobody should revel into how great it was, because it was a fantastic feat. But the problem was that they still pushed it out, and it was an unfinished product, and you wanted us to pay however much money for it, and you advertise it as that it worked, and it didn't. You know what I'm saying? I cared about the multiplayer because one of my favorite things was to play the old Halos and use those pistols, especially Halo 1. I love that fucking pistol. That was my shit.
And the battle rifle. The original battle rifle.
It was all pistol with me. I love dominating motherfuckers with that pistol. But when you sit there and you sit in lobbies and that game didn't work and it was broken and then shit would shut down, yeah, it was fantastic to look at the story modes, but the fact of it is that the beef of it, where majority of the people that wanted to get into it, and especially the nostalgic stands out there that love those old school Halos, they wanted that multiplayer, and the multiplayer failed them. They failed the Xbox gamers by not bringing them a proper product when they said they wanted that price for it. If they said, look, we'll charge you $20, and when we get this shit fixed, we'll charge you another $20, I don't think anybody would bitch about it, but they wanted that money right there in full, and they didn't give us a goddamn full product.
Facts.
Come on, 100. Now, go ahead. What's your rebuttal?
So you're going to get mad at a company that tried to do some innovation.
You goddamn
They tried to do something innovative.
Okay, they got something innovative.
They did something innovative. And I'll put it this way, 85% of people, they bought that because you can play 1, 2, 3, and 4 all, or if you had a disc, all at one time. Everybody's not enthusiastic is playing Halo 1. That wasn't the best Halo. It made multiplayer for the first time, and people was in LAN party.
The second one really made.
Let him talk.
Then you had LAN. You can hook up Xboxes. You know, people. It brought multiplayer to Halo, like you said, the pistols and all that. But it's 2019. Ain't nobody want to play no multiplayer, and you can't sprint. You pulled that shit when we was playing Gears of War Halo 5. And you put it on one of them slow ass maps, and we all jumped on your ass for that shit.
Y'all did, yeah.
Well, we can't sprint, can't die. Now
Thank
some
God
people
to
do.
the God Halo 5 multiplayer.
That is a low percentile of, like, say it's you. Like, oh, I wanted all that. I never played Halo as competitive. I play more Halo 5 competitive than I play any other Halos. I play Halo 4 for what's that? Not Warzone, but they little version of horror mode. That's what when people play. People got to say, you know what? I can get 4 games. One of them was totally remastered. Halo 2 was remastered. So for $40, you can't get that nowhere else. Not for $40. That was complete. You know that's Blur Studios. You know they spent $1 million a cutscene, and they lost more money off of Master Chief Collection than they made.
But that don't make it right to blame somebody talking about somebody else. When
you did not have to.
You can't tell me about it. You can't tell me about 100. You can't tell me about a mother. You can't tell me about a goddamn $1 billion company missing a couple of million when they didn't come with the real goods with the multiplayer.
Okay,
I'm not rocking with that. I can't co-sign that.
So you're a software engineer?
No, I'm not a software engineer. But my mixer money, But my mixer money, hold on, bro. But my mixer money that went into that damn that game that was advertised to me that it was going to work when I bought it, that's way more important to me than what a fucking dev thinks, because the dev should have told me, hey, Mega, this game ain't ready yet. So what we're going to do, you already paid your money for it, but what we're going to do, we're going to kick you some incentives. You know, they didn't kick no incentives. The only thing, the only thing, a year and a half later, bro, no.
Man, I don't even think it was no year and a half later. And then you forgot that if you say year and a half later, everybody wasn't even on Master Chief. They jumped on Halo 5.
It doesn't matter. I still pay my money for it. I want my shit to work the way it's supposed to be. Listen,
we gotta move on.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on. This is a good, passionate shit. I love it. Damn, 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry you failed and lost this battle, but you know what? It's all good.
I'm gonna say that I won, huh? I'm gonna say that I won.
All right, hey, we gonna do it like this. People in the chat, who was right about this situation? K Mega or 100? Hit us up, let us know, because as I feel, as we pay our hard-earned dollars into this, we as gamers deserve to get the product that was being advertised to us. If we don't get it, then they should acknowledge it and they should kick back better than what they did. Now, 100, go ahead and do your rebuttal so we can go ahead and move on. Okay. So you feel like if 100 is right, go ahead and let me know. But let us know in the chat. I got to know who's right, K Mega or 100. We're moving on. All right. So speaking of Halo, we back on Halo. That's a good segue. Halo Infinite creator, director Tim Lingo left 343 Industries. Now, there's some people that's kind of made this out to be something it's bigger than it's supposed to be, or there's people that's trying to blow this off and trying to say that this is no big deal. I'm going to go to you about this Triple Cup Chuck. I don't know if you know anything about this story, but I'm going to go to you anyway because you've been quiet for a while. Is somebody asleep?
No, I ain't sleep.
Oh.
Okay. You can. I was
May not be you, but it's possibly live wire.
Well, sound like live wire about to go to sleep. The dolphin did, man. He got to get back in that water. I'm sorry, dog. Okay.
How does the dolphin sleep?
Like live wire. Anyway, hey Chuck, I'm gonna go to you after this live. Chuck, what is your thoughts about this? Now, he is the he's the creative director, and he left. Now, he got moved around. I don't know if you knew the story, I knew the situation about it, but I'll help. I'll just go help you out. You're saying just to get. Well, hold on. Did you know about the story or you didn't?
I didn't hear what you were just saying about the story. I said when y'all was arguing, I walked out to go. I said, let me give me a couple more cubes of ice, and I come back. You say, hey, Chuck.
Okay. My bad. Okay. All right. So basically, what's going on is that this guy he was the creative director of Halo 5, and he was pretty much the creator of. He was the creative director for Halo Infinite. But then all of a sudden he
left.
Yeah, he left.
Right.
Yeah, he left, and then so. He left. But some people saying that he was kind of forced out. Other people are saying, hey, he decided to leave on his own reconnaissance because he got pushed out. So, what is your thoughts about this whole situation? Is it a bad sign for Halo Infinite, or is this a non-topic?
I mean, it's more like this here. That's the same person that wrote the story for Halo 5. Yes, like with the creative director, he was like over the whole writing for the whole story arc of Halo 5. Yes. So I'm kind of thinking a bad reception. Not saying a bad story, but just a bad reception Halo 5 got from the story mode, that some people got to get moved around, and this might be a consequence of that situation. So I kind of really think that it might be that, but you can't, I said sometimes you never know. That's just my personal opinion of a speculation over that.
Okay. All right, cool. Livewire, what's your thoughts about this?
I mean,
somebody sound like a zombie around here. I don't know who it is. That sounds pretty.
It's hard for me to say because I don't know the inside of how the inside workings of how they do shit. So it's hard for me to say, is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be different if it was some shit that we really knew about, but we're just all speculating. Because unless you really have somebody who actually works at 343, niggas don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like, you can have somebody working at a company that they've been trying to get rid of. They done moved him to a different position, basically forcing his ass out. Like, look, we're not gonna fire you because maybe there's some shit that they can't do. Maybe he has some union. No, I don't know if the game has union, but maybe they in his contract or whatever says they can't just fire him. So they basically make it uncomfortable for him to stay for whatever reason. You don't know what the deal. It might not even be
that serious
work related. Like, people might think, oh no, it's because he's so good at his job. You know what? Sometimes enough women come in and be like, yo, this motherfucker is like saying crazy shit. Instead of trying to make a big deal of firing him instantly, and then now they got to hear all this, the sexual harassment at 343. They just make it real uncomfortable. All right, so you want to do some bullshit? All right, cool. We're gonna have you over here working in the fucking closet like old dude in Office Space until your ass decide to leave. Now, if you want to sit down here and be taking your goddamn stapler, you know what I mean? Like, it's, so you don't really know why the situation happened the way it did. People can speculate. They're like, the game is in trouble, but you don't know because he might not even been nowhere near the game at that point. You have no fucking idea.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Bloody, you there?
Okay, that's the one sleep.
That's the one right there that sounds like a zombie.
Oh, yeah, hard.
Bloody.
He had a hard stream and he was drinking.
Oh, that's it.
I think you gotta let him go.
Yeah.
Another bloody TKO.
Oh man, I gotta figure out how to do the ejecto seat on Blood. I was wondering it would sound like a Blood. Yeah, man. Oh man, I don't know how to get him out of here. Hold on, this is different. That's who it is. Oh, bro, hold on. I don't. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me see if I can mute.
Oh my god. I hope his camera on and he's still streaming. So we can get a 100 moment.
I don't know.
I'm a trendsetter shit.
I don't know. I still hear it.
I don't know. I think he had topped on the last one though when he was drinking.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I ain't do mine on purpose.
I don't know. Bloody's out. Bloody's out, man. Bloody is out. I don't know if the people can hear it. I muted him. I can't ejecto seat him because I don't know the ejecto seat cuz.
All right, we got to continue. Next person take the subject, man.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Well, man, I'll put it this way. 343, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, dude got to another role. He didn't like it. He had the option to leave. That's how I see how he had the option to leave. I don't know what he was doing. I see some people happy. Oh, yeah, this. And y'all don't even know what his job meant. You really don't know what. I don't know what a creative director do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look up his thing.
Kind of control the story.
Right.
But hey, it is what it is. They feel they're like, anything about it is if somebody go, it's just like we do, next man up. Somebody's there to replace him. We all replaceable. You know what I'm saying, including me. If you ain't doing the job right, they don't feel like it. They feel like you're going in a different direction. I see this all the time in the corporate world. Somebody has this idea and everybody that's not agreeing with it, and they get mad, and you know what? I'm out of here because I'm gonna find me another gig because I got 343 and Halo on my resume. Or he, maybe it was like, maybe he said, hey, I got fed up, and maybe I start my own consulting business. He can go freelance.
It could be a situation. It don't even have to be negative. Maybe he's just seeking out an opportunity. Another career movement.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like when people was talking about, all the PlayStation people are leaving PlayStation and working for Xbox. Listen, Microsoft and these people in the gaming industry, they always changing different developers. If you notice, when they ever talk about a developer who gets popular, they show you his resume. It's never at one place.
I don't think it's not necessarily, because if he did leave to find different ventures, he would have said something by now if I
No,
missed
no,
it.
no.
Everybody does it. Everybody
He for me made a quote about it. He did.
Yeah, but
I'm
everybody
not
does not
saying
do
I
that.
don't know what the situation is. What I'm saying is people use some things for fuel for ammunition. What I'm saying is
of course.
everybody automatically think it's just negative. It don't have to be negative. None of us know what the hell it was for because it wasn't talked about. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is we can't assume the worst, like they gave him the anvil. You know what I'm saying? And finished him. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is.
It's just like
Sometimes
it's just like
being
you
made out
put
what it is.
like okay, somebody can put me in a different position. It's either up to me, I can accept it, or I don't. I have the option to what? Leave.
Opt out, right?
Yeah. So if I don't like the
Everything is
position,
not a
that you put in,
controversy or oh, he got fired. He must have been stealing cookies out the vending machine. Sometimes it's just that he probably was tired of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It could have
like
been.
I was a manager at Sears. I didn't like my pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here busting my ass. I'm working 6 days a week. I got a newborn, everything. My boy was like, man, bring your ass over here to Lowe's. You already got the pedigree and this and that. And as soon as they got me, I just left on arrival. I didn't even tell nobody I was going nowhere. I just left. I kept me a shirt and a tie and some slacks in my car at any time because I was fed up with them. It's like I'm tired of doing this.
Yo,
and I said that he was fed up. I think it's a way to meet him. Let me see.
No, I think.
But you know, like I said, everything is not a controversy or a big you know, like people. If you're a creative director, right, and I'm working for Microsoft, I'm getting paid. Let's give a round number, $80,000 a year, and then you got a company like Epic. They open up for the same creative director, and they offering $200,000. You don't think I'm gonna give them my resume? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It has nothing to do with, oh, I'm leaving because this company is shit. I'm leaving because I want more money and a better opportunity for me and my family.
He got
So
demoted.
everything is not always what everybody or the media try to make it out, you know.
Do we even know who this guy was? I don't know who that guy was.
No,
I don't know who that guy was.
He was a guy, but somebody asked.
It was crazy. I tried to look it up.
Yeah, somebody
I could
asked.
barely find the information on him. So
yeah, but somebody asked. Can y'all guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
And I was like, okay, so you know what I'm saying? He left. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything bad. You see, he didn't say no rebuttals or nothing. He just, some people don't even say, you know, it was a nice time. Some people just go on with the wind.
Right.
They don't go and give, oh, I had a wonderful time at Naughty Dog and a great opportunity at Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? To me, everybody doesn't do that. He probably was like, hey, I get paid regardless because I'm on the contract and I'm going on extended vacation.
What you think? What you think it is?
I think it's a big loss from 343 because I looked at his information on LinkedIn.
Can y'all hear me?
And this dude has credentials. Like, he's a veteran in the game industry.
Can y'all hear me?
Because previously he was at Crystal Dynamics. No, he was at LucasArts first.
You just co-signed everything I just said.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
But yeah, like previously he was at LucasArts. He was creative director for an unannounced first-person shooter for Star Wars. Before that, he was a franchise director at Crystal Dynamics for the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, I muted myself thinking I'm muting. I thought I was muting Bloody, but
don't worry, I took over the show. Stand to the side. I got this.
Oh shit, okay, all right. I'm going to bed. Good night. Do the sign-offs. Go ahead, man.
But yeah, he was the franchise director at Crystal Dynamics for the Tomb Raider reboot series. Before that, creative director of the Tomb Raider reboot series as well. So this dude, he knows what he's doing pretty much. He's the type of guy you want at one of the forefront of your IP or the game you're trying to deliver. So if he did leave on his own terms, and if it is for that reason that 3-3 shifting to a different position, he probably had more than enough reason to leave at that point, because with the background that he has, if he's not one of the leads of it, he's probably wasting his time there at that point. But am I going to go crazy overboard about this? Nah, got to wait and see. But it is a little disappointing to see someone with this type of credentials leave a studio of this stature as well. But I'm not going to take any further than that.
Okay. Well, no, hold on. Let me make this point. First off, he was demoted. He lost his position well before this situation happened. He was the person that was, and somebody asked in the chat. They said, you know, hey, what's the definition of creative creator? And It says right here, it says the person that's accountable is the person directly involved into creative marketing process, while creator is something of which the creator can make something. So regardless of it, this guy, he had the marketing. He was part of the marketing and the creative things that was going on with Halo 5. He got demoted. And then they moved in and I can't think of the lady's name that came from PlayStation. And then there was two people that came from PlayStation, and they kind of took his spot. And what it came out to be was he was like, oh no, hell no, I'm not going to be the second fiddle to these people when I've already had that position. Yeah. So he left. That's what it was.
Right. Oh, so that's what it is.
Right.
Well, if he got demoted, he wasn't doing his goddamn job.
Well, I mean, just look at how everybody perceived Halo 5. Even though I love Halo 5.
I love Halo 5.
I thought Halo 5's story was great.
It wasn't torn apart.
Yeah, but he got torn apart because of so many other factors that was involved. So therefore they said, look, you know what? You did this. We don't want you to do this with Infinite. They probably saw how he was making the story come out to be, and maybe that, you know, the Xbox staff was not liking it, and then they promoted those people from PlayStation, and they were like, look, I think that this lady and then this other person that we brought over here from over here from PlayStation could do a better job than what you do it, and that's it.
I wouldn't trip as long as my paycheck don't go down. You need to demote me. I've been demoted before.
No, if you had a high position,
some people can't be that. Let me clean that up. Hold on, Juan.
Some people can't swallow that pill.
You smarter than that. You smarter than that.
If my money, I put it this way, I was the rent manager, right? I got in, you know, a situation where I took one for the team and everything. You know, it was some bullshit, and you know what? They was like, you know what? We're gonna demote you. They said you can pick anybody position and you're not losing your money. I said, I can go sit at the mail house all night, and I ain't gonna be there all night.
Okay, but hold on, 100.
But everybody okay. But as long as I had my money, you didn't demote me. You didn't take my money from me. Now, how long did it last?
I know that is though.
100. Let's be real here, and you know better. These people that do these video games, it's like a basketball person who takes their profession seriously. They work hard in the gym. These artists, these programmers, these developers, you know how serious they take their art. They don't just want to sit around and not be appreciated. They want people to see their work. They want to know they had hands on. You know better than that.
You think that I thought I wanted to get demoted? Now, if I had got demoted and I would have took some dollars from me, oh hell no! I would have did a Joe Clark. I would have flipped over the desk. You know what I'm saying?
Let me break the level down.
My thing is,
but you gotta get the level of. See, the thing is, that level is different.
I was running two airlines. I was running two airlines.
He the Kevin Foggy. Hey, like Marvel Kevin Foggy, he the 343 Kevin Foggy. So just imagine Kevin Foggy getting demoted after, you know what I'm saying, doing
exactly. Come on. You got to look at these people artwork, their craft. They take time out for their craft. Don't just say, oh, it's about a check. Because if it's just about a check, he wouldn't have left.
Right. That's exactly right.
You know, hold on, let me finish. We have spoken to small indie developers, 3 people developing the game, and how happy they are for people to understand and respect their craft. Am I wrong, K Mega?
No.
All right then. So these people, there's no difference. He probably felt, I have experience, I've been demoted, you're not using me, let me move on.
And then they hired some other people to take over his spot. Yeah,
we all replaceable.
Come on, everything is not
100. Come on, man, it ain't all about that. Yeah, like no.
Stop 100. Stop.
We all replaceable. I'm put this way: in our jobs, we all replaceable. Am I right? Let's keep it real.
Yeah, we are.
If you ain't doing what they expect you to do, they gonna look out to what? Did you forget? I consider that industry like how.
Okay, look, other things.
Like sports. I consider like it's in sports.
Okay,
like
go ahead.
The next man up. Like, you know what? Like my man Gruden, shout out to the Red. What he say? I want you to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? You want to take that man's job. That's what them people doing. You just can't be sitting back, okay, I'm safe. He might play I'm safe, and then these other guys came in and was showing stuff, and he just relaxed, and he got sidetracked.
I don't think that has nothing to do with that.
Not everybody can be Luol Deng. Get paid, and then realize that you're going to get benched for other people, and you can sit down and not play at all for the next.
I would call that the Sam Bradford live. Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford, injured though.
But hold on. But this is the thing, though. Sam Bradford got injured. Yeah, he had a lot more potential than what he showed. But Sam Bradford came out like a fat rat because his last contract he had almost close to $30 million just to be a backup. That right there, then you can sit there and you can say, oh, well, yeah, I can go ahead and take this money. But when he got out there on the field, he wanted to succeed, but he couldn't because he just didn't have the sterner stuff like he's supposed to, because he had those. He was a starter turned to a backup,
no, bro. Listen, went from a starter to a backup to not even playing. That's what they did to him.
Well, I mean, Bradford's not playing. He ain't in no rosters.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like the dude, he went from being the main guy to being a backup guy to being not even the backup. That's why I said it's more like Luol Deng.
I got you. But regardless of the fact, you know what I'm saying, Other Zinc said this 100, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you chill out, right? He said Frank O'Connor, Kiki Wolfkill, shout out to Kiki. Yes. You know what I'm saying? She told me #save lock. That conversation we had made me pumped. I love it. Thank you, Kiki.
Unfortunately, we got to keep hearing about that, but okay.
Man, damn.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Staten and Bonnie Ross are the engines that and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, are the engines that makes 343 Industries. And look, and I support all of those people wholeheartedly, right? Because not only Bonnie Ross was the main one who saved Halo being with Xbox.
Yeah.
She's the one that talked to Phil, and she's told Phil, look, this is what we could do. And Phil was like, let's do it. And then Phil did all the hard work, put the shit on his shoulders, and took it to the new CEO of Microsoft, and then we're here. So that's the whole situation with that.
He just named everybody that used to be with Bungie. They never left.
Right. Thank you, Jazzy Noob. #save lock. Throw them #save locks. Anyway, we're going to have to go to the last topic. There was 2 topics that I wanted to talk about, but we're just going to go to the last one so we can get out of here.
Because you got to work in the morning.
I know. I gotta finish doing gameplay to give to Xbox for next podcast so I can win again. Okay. Go ahead and support K Mega for 05. Anyway, I really wanted to talk about the Jazz. I'll talk about it next week. That's going to be the first topic. Next week is going to be a big show because not only that, next week is my birthday weekend, and so
you're still younger than me.
I'm still younger than you, but that don't mean shit. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean,
you're a couple of people. You're a big guy.
I am a big guy, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But look, when I slammed
gonna kill me.
yeah, when I slammed you to the ground and the way you looked at me, boy. And when I had 100 in the air and how you looked at me, boy. Woo!
Only because you took up wrestling.
And I got a counter move for it. And I got a counter move for next year, boy.
You know what? All I can say is that when people say that they're gonna be ready to see me in 2020, and I'm this big guy, and I'm walking around, and people over here thinking that I'm just gonna be this slow, jolly when I grab your ass, I don't even have to grab you. I can bob and weave. Finish him. K Mega wins. Anyway,
yo, did they update the graphics in State of Decay? Jesus, this looks good.
They did. I seen it E3. It looks fantastic. Anyway, but what we're gonna talk about, I can't wait to talk about. I really wanted to get into Jazz article because I thought it was a fantastic article talking about the sequels and Microsoft and then everything within that. But that's gonna be the very first topic next week. This right here is the last topic, and this is a legitimate question. I know that I'm gonna get some crazy deranged, because I get them all the time. Try to make every excuse in the world, PlayStation fan, come in there and say some dumb stuff like they always do. Not all PlayStation fans. I'm talking about those deranged ones that don't even play games. They just rather just talk shit. Where's the hype for Death Stranding? Can anybody tell me where is it? Listen, it's so bad that last week on N4G they asked this question. Then Tataku asked this question. Where is the hype for Death Stranding? So I don't care who jumps in first. All I want to know is what the hell is going on? I see more PlayStation fans talking about Gears and how Xbox is giving away games for free on Game Pass for $1 than I hear about Death Stranding. Where the hell is it? What's going on?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Live. Go. Live. I know Live want to jump on this. Live, get it. Get it.
You know the game's gonna look good.
Yes.
You've seen the screenshots.
Yes, looks fantastic.
But Days gonna look good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And the problem is the last game that Kojima released, whether or not it was his fault or not, was Metal Gear Solid. And they gave that game 10 out of 10s, but we all know that shit was probably an 80 at best.
It was good though.
They gave it a 10, Live. They gave it a 10.
That game was good.
But everybody, they gave it 10s, but a lot of people looked at that game like, it didn't deserve. You know what it reminds me of, Metal Gear Solid?
What?
When you first play the beginning, you ever listen to an album and you be like, damn, this album.
Oh, this shit gonna be crunk.
You listen to the first two tracks, and then you listen to the rest of the album, you be like, what the fuck? What happened? The first two tracks were fire, and then the rest of this is bullshit.
Right.
Like, and that's what happened to Metal Gear Solid. Like, you thought it was gonna expand and kind of, keep up its momentum, and it just died. It kind of just recycled the same.
I'm hiding in boxes with half-naked women.
Yeah, so I mean, so that was the problem with that game.
I didn't like it, huh?
And so
well, no, the half-naked women I didn't. I'm sorry, Live. I'm sorry, but Lemon threw that shit. Listen, I had no problem with the half-naked woman, but I kept seeing man ass in my screen. I got tired of it.
I'm done.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Live.
Well, anyway,
Kojima, good for that. Let's go.
But but I mean, look, they don't have a lot of hype for it right now because I mean, the other thing is you don't really know that much about it. It's hard to get hype. Like you really only get hype for games that you really know about. Like there's more hype for Blair Witch than there is for Death Stranding, but we know what Blair Witch is. I would say, I think the hype level for Death Stranding is around the same level as Control. People that either liked Quantum Break, so you're hyped for Control. If you didn't like it, then then your hype level is like, well, so wait and see. But at least Jeff Keighley's hyped for it because
he's hyped for anything he get a check for. Anyway,
no, he's hyped for everything Kojima does. Kojima. He loves Kojima. That's his boy.
You watched the trailer for his show? His show that airs right after Inside Xbox. Man, he didn't show Death Stranding like 20 times in that trailer.
I don't know what he's showing.
He showed the Beth throat baby. He showed some guy holding the baby.
I'm not doing
he showed
that.
Somebody standing around next to him.
Dead babies, whales, and man ass.
Yeah, you know what? That game looks like trash. So does Control.
Come on, man. You can't listen. Hold on.
I'm kind of with Lemon.
Come on, man.
100.
They didn't show you anything.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Stop.
Goddamn swamp.
Gentlemen. Hold on. Gentlemen. For real. Hold on. Let me say this.
I don't know if I'm gonna buy that shit.
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say my piece. GRG is going to ban the word trash.
Garbage.
It looks like trash.
Hold on. Wait. We gonna ban this word garbage and trash when it comes to a game that is not out yet.
I said it looks.
No. Because no, hold on. This is why I say this. We sound like those outrageous, crazed motherfuckers out there that say that. Yes, we do. How we gonna say that game is trash when we ain't even put our hands on it?
Look, he used the word look.
No, it looks great.
I'm gonna put this way.
Looks beautiful.
I'm gonna put this way. So you didn't let me get all of it. I said I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt because I wanted to try them break, and they wanted to pull this BS. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mad at a lot of Xbox, supposed to be Xbox fans that told me they wanted single player games. You didn't go support it, but then when the shit goes for free or going to Game Pass, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So,
okay, all right, you're right.
That's a fact.
You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. 100%. No, I'm just saying for Death Stranding, let's not call it trash yet. We don't know because that game, we can play that game, and that game could be absolutely motherfucking game
amazing
of the year. It could be game of the year. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
It's like when we was on Chuck's show, right?
Right.
And me and you was talking about certain characters and like the internals. We don't know nothing about it. You have to sell that game to me with sell that movie to me by showing me something.
I got you, but let's not call it trash. Listen, but that's the thing that's the problem. We can't sound like, listen, we are all logical men on this show. We are, regardless of what somebody from the outside may think of us, we are all logical men. I would not have any of you guys on this show if I didn't think that you guys had common sense or was logical. So let's not. But hold on, let me finish. But the point that I'm making on this, that's all I'm saying. You can say this game isn't my cup of tea. This game doesn't look like it's ready to be. It's not ready. It's not ready for prime time for me. Say it like that. Don't come out with that stupid logic that it's trash.
I hate that. Like
No.
trash.
Graphically, because that's the misconception. It doesn't look like trash. It looks beautiful. Graphically, it looks amazing.
No, I'm not talking about graphics. I'm talking about gameplay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm talking about gameplay. I'm talking about gameplay. I'm not talking about graphics. I'm talking about gameplay.
But have you played it? Have you played it, Lemon? Have you put your hands on it?
I said it looks.
Okay, but that's not good enough.
It is when you try to sell it to me and you release a trailer.
Listen, you and 100 and everybody else, even me included, have to have a higher standard on that. I can't do that. I can't rock what you saying that's trash when it's not, when you haven't put your hands on that goddamn game.
You didn't let me tell you. I'm kind of biased. I'm biased.
I know you're biased. I know you're biased. Only what I'm saying. Let's not do this. No, I love Quantum Break. We played Quantum Break. But we haven't played this game. That's all I'm saying. Let's have a higher critique.
I'm not
let's have a higher critique than the crumb side.
That's something that I might don't buy.
Let's have a higher level of critique than the fucking crumb side. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Mega and 100, hold on.
Okay.
If you see a game that has a great trailer, let's say Need for Speed. We know Need for Speed, the last 2 iterations, maybe 3, have been horrible.
Weren't that good. Right.
Right. But we watched that trailer the other day and we hyped, right?
I watched that shit about 40 times.
Okay, then. So what I'm telling you is you have to sell it. They haven't sold shit. What they've shown is terrible.
That's different. That's totally different. You're right.
That's why it looks like it's trash. Not that it is.
I
get it. But I love Kojima, man. I'm a metal. I don't agree with you on a live that he made. I do not agree with you on live on that. I thought that game was dope.
Which game? Which game?
Not that zombie crap that Bloody like. No, sir. No. Survive. That game is trash.
I haven't even played that. I haven't even
Don't download that. Don't download that.
I might try to download it just to see. But no, I think Metal Gear, me personally, I think Metal Gear, because I'm still in certain spots in it. I haven't beat that game. but it got very boring to me after so long. I thought
there's a lot of exploring. It's more open world.
I have no problem with no open world game.
Oh,
you finally wake up. You finally wake your ass up, Bloody. We had to listen to you snoring.
Yeah, Bloody, you gotta go.
Hey, you owe us $39.95.
Go to bed.
You got morning breath in the night.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Sleep. Tuck it in.
You want that on the first? But we had to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Others Inc. You're right. That bullshit game. Look, now hold on. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Now I gotta reel it in. Others Inc. You my boy. I love you to death. But you better not talk bad about my Parasite Eve, except for the boss. The ending boss was bullshit. The boss in Parasite Eve was the worst of the worst. I hated that boss.
Yeah,
that boss had more forms than any Dragon Ball Z character ever.
Yeah, but you gotta do that with Metal Gear, because when you find out what happened at the end, you're gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, you are.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't got to the end.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Don't spoil them. Don't spoil it.
I'm gonna say you're gonna be pissed, just like I was pissed on a certain game.
I think I'm gonna jump on there and play it. I'm gonna go ahead and beat it, and then I find it.
Right now on that horse and shit. I'm tired, man.
Yeah, it was too open ended. It was more. It tried to be Shadow Mortal and Grand Theft Auto with less action.
Okay,
but it still was a good game. It's not garbage. It's good.
Okay, all right. Well,
it's a lot of cinematics going on.
All I'm saying is that look, in live, you know what I'm saying, a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, Chuck. I just, what is your thoughts about? Do you think that I'm wrong for saying, look, guys, if we haven't played this game, we just can't say that it's trash. We got to say, hey, look, to me, it doesn't look like it's something that I can be interested in. But I hate that narrative, because that is such a fanboy narrative that we get from PlayStation guys about Sea of Thieves, about State of Decay, about Halo Wars 2, about all these Xbox games that comes out. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. And then I'm on the other end and I'm saying about God of War, this isn't the type of game that I'm used to. I'm not interested in it. I didn't say not one time that God of War was trash. I just said it wasn't the game that was for me. But again, yeah. I mean, what is your thoughts about this? Because I think that's a legitimate question to ask. I mean, do you think that 100 and Lemon is right by saying, like, look, I think this game looked like trash, or do you think, from my standpoint, is saying, look, if we haven't played this game just isn't my cup of tea? Where you stand at, Chuck?
I think. Oh, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, well, my standpoint is, with this game in particular, I didn't like what I seen.
Okay.
I didn't like the concept. Cool. So for me personally, I don't know if the game good or bad. I just don't like the type of game it looked like it is. It didn't, like, I understand both points when Lemon was saying about, like, if they didn't sell it to him, it's like they got a blank sign with a word say coming soon, and they ask you, like, what you think about this building coming soon. You like, I don't know. And
right.
you know, stuff like that. But I get what you're saying. But like, you gotta, like, certain times when you word certain things, when you saying, I get it, like you saying it look, they look like it's gonna be trash, because what you seeing it don't look, it don't appeal to you from visually, not just saying that graphically, but when you say that make it give it a impression of the man. You saying the game is gonna be trash and don't even know what type of game it is. Because I played an indie game. Now I admit I don't play too many indie games, especially the indie games that we get from Free Games with Go. But they had this one a while back with the little dots. It's nothing but little dots, and they bounce around and they hit the little ball into the little walls, and then, you know, you get little points. Man, I had so much fun playing this game, but I looked at it and I said, man, that game looked like trash. It's just in my mind, but because it looked bad. But then when I played it and it actually was a fun game, that's why I don't never I try to keep away from saying those type of things. But if it's a game I don't like, I just try to stay away from even acknowledging the game and say, it's not nothing I'm gonna really deal with like this game here, because it got some stuff in there that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't want to see it. It's too much for me. I think when I say tap out, I'd tap. When I seen the demon, when it came to the maximum, he pushed it past. I had salute to him, because you did something that I had to turn away from.
Okay. Chuck said that shit right there. I'll tap out. Like, bro, this shit's on a whole nother plateau.
Yeah.
Let me say this. If what I was saying that the game looks like trash, if it wasn't a real statement, this wouldn't even be a goddamn topic.
But hold on, no, this the thing though.
Because it's going around like, wait a minute, what is this?
Lemon, it doesn't. But that's the thing. It doesn't look like trash. The game looks beautiful.
I'm talking about
graphically it looked. I know, but this.
You're talking about the concept. The concept
of it. You sound very fanboyish when you say that.
I love this dude's games.
No, but you do because you say that game looked like trash. You should say you should.
I'm supposed to love it because it looks like trash.
No, I didn't say you're supposed to love it. I'm saying you're supposed to be critical, but proper.
I am being critical. I am okay,
but the proper way.
They got to do a better. They got to do a better presentation on selling it to people because right now, what I'm talking about, everybody's
That's what I'm talking about.
People looking at this game going, what is going on?
Thank you. That's where I'm trying to get you. That's the nitty-gritty I'm trying to get you.
I'm not no damn gaming journalist. I'm just a talking shit YouTuber.
Okay, but
I gotta hear the entertainment.
I get it 100, but 100.
But 100. Like I said, I look like a FedEx with a dude with a FedEx.
No, but 100. But no, 100. But you got hold on. But this is the thing too.
I don't think about it. I don't have no.
Don't come making excuses. You've been making a lot of excuses tonight. That's the problem. You've been making a lot of excuses tonight. No,
put me in the structure as a journalist.
No, bro, I'm not trying to make you out to be a journalist. Be a goddamn gamer.
I am a gamer.
No. This okay. 100.
I never told you.
Please. I never told you. 100. Just listen to me for 1 second, and I'll let you talk. Let me say this. Just please listen to me, and then you can talk. Just please listen to me, please. And maybe you can understand my point on this. Please. What I'm saying to you is this. Your concept mentally on that issue is in defense. You're trying to sound like, oh, I'm not one of these. I never claim to be one of these YouTubers or an intellectual that's trying to write an article. No, you're in the mindset of thinking like a gamer, and as a gamer, you want to be objective, but you don't want to be subjective to every goddamn thing to make it look like you hate everything that product over there does.
Why I can't be that person? That's who I am.
You're not that person. 100, you're not that person. 100, hold on. No, you're not that person.
I'll put this way. If that game, I'll put this way. People say, all these bangers and all that. I said this before. Spider-Man didn't impress me. God of War did not impress me.
That's fine.
I have a PlayStation. None of them games to sit there and say, you know what?
Okay, you said that they didn't impress you.
Don't have every Xbox game impress me? No. Has every PC game impressed me? No. I'm actually getting more impressed off of what indie developers is doing.
Okay.
Where they pushing the level up. How they pushing the table where there's 5 of them and it looks like AAA. And even though we don't play like AAA, you can see how it works. But just because I want to smash Control, because I have an issue with it. I got an issue with Remedy, so I'm gonna smash them. That's my job.
What you mean your job? Now you sound. There you go. Fuck the alter ego. Fuck the alter ego. Be about you.
I can't be about me because none is not that character to be about me. None of the character is to sit there.
No. See, there you go. Lemon, you hear this? You hear this shit? You hear this dude? You hear this dude, Lemon? You hear this dude, Lemon? You hear this dude? You hear this shit, Lemon? You hear this shit, Chuck? You hear this shit live? You hear this shit? Do you hear this dude? I got to play. Do you hear this dude talking about I got to play a persona? Get the fuck out of here. You're not the penis demon. Get the fuck out of here. You're not the dude. You can't do that.
You go play that FedEx ass game.
Look, look, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that shit.
You know what? I'm gonna put this way.
I got to play it
because that game's gonna be dead on arrival. Because guess what?
I don't
you
care
got
if it's
Call of Duty,
no that game.
You
No, Kojima got a cult.
You can go get that
Kojima
shit
got a cult.
Right?
That game's gonna. Kojima got a cult. That game gonna sell 2-3 million right off the rip just because.
I'm gonna say this for the record. Hold on. 100. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
Better game on it.
Something for the record.
Hey, and by the way, if you guys think this is how me, Lemon, and 100 talk when we personal. This shit, this is real shit. Like this is funny as hell.
Stu Pease was wrong. It shouldn't be the Lemon and K Mega show.
No.
It should be the K Mega and 100 show. You two?
This is great. This is great. I know. The K Mega and 100 show would be great.
This is how we be doing it.
I know this is how we be doing it because we go back and forth. I mean, look, this would be another hit, just like the Dev and the Gamer. Shout out to my boy the Don. Listen, check it out, right? No doubt about it, right? This is my thing. No, I don't think. Look, I'm not going after you saying that you're wrong for your thought process. You can think about any game that you want to, but when you come out and you say, "I gotta be a persona," to make people see that I'm an Xbox dude, that shit sounds lame as fuck. Don't be an Xbox dude. Be a goddamn gamer. Because when it comes out to it overall, when they say K Mega don't play no games, or K Mega ain't this, and K Mega is that, and K blah 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 blah, and GRG is this, and GRG is that, the whole point of the matter is that we are all in this and we have our own opinions, but we're gamers. We play these games. Play the game first, then be objective. Don't come out and talk about Kojima's game and say that this shit is trash before we even put our hands on it, because you sound like these fools, and they are fools. I don't care who they are. You can name out any of them, and I'll stand right there, and if you tag them, I'll say that they sound like fools. They come out and they talk about this game is trash, Gears is trash, this game is trash, this game is that, this is trash. They're fools. They don't know what the hell they're talking about because they didn't play the game. They're just talking about it. That's what I'm saying.
We're going to use the term because you know I'm educated. You know what I'm saying? I'm educated. You know what I'm saying?
Educated. You're smart. You're smart. I know that.
So that's it's like, you know what, that game is. I'm not impressed by what they showed me.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Like Lemon said earlier, he says what I've seen visually is just not what I'm interested in. What Chuck said, Chuck said I looked at this game and I'm tapping out. That's what I want to hear. That's what the listeners want to hear. They want to hear the real shit. They don't want to hear the 100 sounding like a fanboy. They want to hear 100 sound like, look, you know what? I would play this game. If this was an Xbox game, you know what? I wouldn't even be digging this game. But you know what? I'm going to put my hands on it. I'm going to play it somewhere, shape, or form, and I'm going to let you know what's going on with it. That's what K Mega's going to do. That's what Lemon's going to do. That's what Op and Bloody's going to do. And you know what? And Livewire's going to play. Livewire's itching.
I said, no, what? My thing is,
Livewire's going to be the most messy out of all of us because Livewire's going to play that game and he's going to beat it. He's going to beat it and he's going to dissect it from the top to the bottom. And that's what's going to generate more hate for him, even unnecessarily, because he beat that game while those frauds didn't even put that motherfucking game in for fucking 20, 30 minutes to an hour and give it a shot. They just said it's a PlayStation game. That's what I love about Live. Live comes in here and he got his goddamn dolphins and he be swimming around and talking some crazy shit. But Live will play these damn games and he will dissect them to the core, and then they can't say nothing about it because he's beat those games. I love it. I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Keep doing what you do, Live.
But I put that with Death Stranding is, I say it's dead on arrival. I wasn't clowning it like it ain't gonna be nothing good.
That sounds like a clown, bro.
No, I said it's dead on arrival.
That don't
just
sound
like Quantum. Hang on, Joe. Just like Quantum Break was dead on arrival. Because guess what? You put them together. You put them between, at the time when Quantum Break came out, you had what? Battlefield. and you had Call of Duty.
Hey,
and
you know what?
So that's what Death Stranding is doing. You're putting them together with what? With the new card, and and like I say, I don't like Activision. I say hell with them all the time, but I love the Modern Warfare series. I just want to play the story.
Shit,
I don't give
looks good. Looks good.
I want to play, and they said it's gonna be different.
Hold on, 100. I want to say something that Livescape in the chat said. It was perfect. This is 100%. That's why I'm so adamant about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to control what you guys think. I just want you to, I just want you to understand this concept. And he said it perfectly. Farscape said, you don't want to sound like those guys on those other podcasts. Some of them have become complete clowns. You don't want to sound like a clown. That's what I'm saying. You won't hear. You won't. But when you say, but 100, when you say that dumb shit by saying, I gotta be this persona. I gotta be 100. That ain't gonna work, bro. That ain't gonna work.
A lot of stuff is.
I'm gonna call you out on it.
A lot of people understand. I see a lot of stuff because it's comedy. I'm not serious about it. They know I ain't serious about it. There's a lot of people that follow me know that I'm not serious. I'm not in here. I'm not here on the Twitter streets.
I know that personally.
It's supposed to be comedy.
I know that personally. But hold on. I know that personally. When we're talking about what. But hold on, fuck that.
One at a time.
Yeah, but fuck that. Let's get this point straight. Let's get it straight. I know you personally. I know Lemon personally. I know Op personally. I know Bloody personally. I know pretty much everybody on here personally, right? But the point of the matter is this. I don't want you to sound like a Side Bob show because it seems good for ratings. That's not what it's about.
I never did
because I know that you play games, 100. I know everybody on this goddamn panel play games. There is no frauds. I would not ever ask a fraud to come on my goddamn fucking podcast to talk about games if they didn't play them.
Mm-hmm.
So coming in here talking about I want to be a persona to be this way, I don't want you to look like a fool. I want you to sound like a gamer. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a gamer all the way through and through.
I know that. You play games. I know that.
Yeah, but this is the thing about it.
But don't take shots of the game that we haven't played. That's all I'm saying.
You can't take the personality 100 serious because you know that's not serious. Everybody know that's not serious. That's not me personally.
Yeah, but that's why. But don't even throw shade at a fucking game that we ain't even touched yet.
What you gotta understand is too. If you don't like something, I'm not getting. I might say something at the end of the day.
Have you ever heard me say? Have you ever heard Kareem? This is Lemon love me saying that. You ain't never heard Kareem say a game is trash. Have you heard?
That's what thing. What thing of that you
have you heard Kareem say that the game is trash? I don't know. Even if games I don't like, I'm just like I don't dig it. I'm not playing it.
I heard Rashard say this game is trash. No, you got to understand when we get on here. You get on here as K Mega, and I get on here as 100.
I get on here as K Mega. I get on here as K Mega, but I do not. But I don't change my stripes though. I'm not trying to change my stripes. So there are plenty. 100. There are plenty of people out here that's over here being somebody, and there's a lot of.
I'm not worrying about them. I don't know how. I don't care about what they're doing. I don't care about these other guys. I worry about us. I don't get down that
I know that you care about us, but this is the perception.
I don't care. I don't care about
but those others out there to listen. You keep on thinking some other shit that is not realistic. You're thinking some other shit. This shit is way not more complicated than what you're trying to make it out to be. Listen, there's people out there to listen to Crap, listen to Z, listen to anybody else out there, right? And I don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they said Z's name, they said Crap's name, they're coming after you. Fuck that. Come after me if you want to. I'll stand up to you any goddamn time. You can't fuck with me. You know better. Let me finish, please. Oh my God. Let me finish, please, bro. The point I'm saying is that they can listen to those people, right? And they could be actually believing what they say. I don't know. I don't know them personally. Like, I know I've talked to them, I've dealt with them, I've worked with them. I don't have no hate or no animosity toward those people. I just feel that what the shit that they're doing is completely way left. It's not something that I can comprehend, but they feel they're in the right to do what they're doing. That's fine. But what I'm saying to us here is that let's not do that. Let's not try to play personas. We may have names behind our real names, but the point of the matter is we're all gamers. The people that listen to us are gamers. Let's not get in here and include and exclude a group because maybe that there'll be some people that'll come in here and they'll say, oh, yeah, it's K-Mega. I'm going to hit him with a dislike. Fuck them. Who cares about them? We're talking about the people that listen, that don't comment, don't say nothing. They just want to hear if we are real gamers. Don't come out there and talk about a fucking game that we have not played and then say it's trash. I don't want to hear it. It's garbage. That makes us sound like the people that we don't want to sound like. That's what I'm talking about.
But
that's all I'm saying. Fuck a persona, be a gamer. That's what we do. We've been like that.
If me and Lemon feel a certain way, it's just should just be respect. Like, okay, this is how you feel, and let's move on with it. It don't have to go no argument. That's just how we feel. That's our.
No. I get that.
That is our opinion.
But like I said, I did point out that that's the reason that this is a subject, because mad people feel like me and us. Mad people feel that way, that they didn't sell this game to us yet. They want us to buy it, but they haven't shown anything that's impressing nobody.
No.
Nothing. It's like they hide gameplay.
You gotta understand, 100. There's people out there that really actually are hurting right now. It's unfortunate, but they're hurting because the people that they used to listen to, that gave them all of their information, and they see them flip-flopping like this, they are hurting. They want to hear just about gaming,
I don't live in that world because they choose that. That's why I give them the opportunity. I'm there to give them an opportunity. I ain't went nowhere. Not a flip-flopper. I bleed green. And people respect me off of that. Like I stayed my point from day one.
I got you.
I like that. So that's my thing is I don't worry. This is something that, you know what I'm saying? My pops taught me, rest in peace. He always told me this. Everybody ain't gonna like everything you're gonna say, and some people gonna like it.
But make it.
But 100. I know that.
Take myself off the interweb. I don't care. That's why you see I play a game like I don't. If you enjoy it, you don't. I don't ask nobody to hit no like button. I don't ask nobody to subscribe. I don't do all that stuff because if you're gonna do it, you just like my content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just like it. I got. It's to a point. It's like I want to be. It's like an outlet. This is an outlet to me to get off of what we do every day. Like I said, you got to work tomorrow and you still up late. And like I say, you had a little oil and you went and you want to get your.
You said a little oil in me. Is that what they call it?
No, saying you got a little oil and you want to get your. And like I said, I respect your opinion. No. I always respect your opinion.
Oh yeah, I know. Look,
you saw that you didn't change how I used to do stuff. Am I right?
No, you're right. No, look, listen.
It's a lot of stuff I used to do, and I kind of have to. And I hear you in my ear, and then I hear the other demons in my ear.
I feel. Listen. You limit everybody. You know what I'm saying? Livewire, his crazy clown ass. You know what I'm saying? Livewire is the worst out of all of us, but Livewire is being politically correct. That's the problem. You listen. This is the thing. Everybody knows we're more predominantly Xbox guys, but the point, even when the ladies were here, we were more predominantly Xbox. But the one thing about this show, that why I do it and why we've done it, is because We don't want to be the fucking fringe. We do this and we talk about Xbox shortcomings and we talk about their positives. We talk about PlayStation and their greatness and we talk about their shortcomings. We talk about Nintendo every once in a while and we talk about their shortcomings and we talk about PC because we have all dabbled in it in one way, shape, or form. That's what this podcast is about, and that's what it's always going to be about. I just don't want to have the narrative to when I get it, because I'm going to get it tonight. Well, maybe not tonight. I'll get it maybe 2-3 days later from the same 5 or 6, 7 crazy fringe people. 100. I knew he was an ex-slave. He was this, that. No, when I know better.
I love that.
I know that you love,
but I don't. Listen, it don't bother me.
I know it don't bother me either because I know that they're upset.
How many times I get into a battle with somebody on Twitter?
But zero. But fuck the battles on Twitter and all that stuff. What I'm talking about, is that as in general, as a gamer, we talk to the gamers. We're not here to try. No fanboy shit. They know who we are. But the fact of it is that when Xbox do something fucked up, they do it, and we got to call it out. When PlayStation
can't make excuses. PlayStation does it too. This has nothing to do with PlayStation.
I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. Look. If PlayStation does something, look, I've done plenty of scenarios when I say, hey, PlayStation done the same thing like this, like that, but Xbox should be put in this box with PlayStation because they've made the same mistake. The point of the matter is when I talk to Phil, when I talk to anybody from the Xbox staff, I'm not going to be sitting here sugarcoating saying, hey, everything is great. It's great. No. There's got to be some things that we got to discuss if you're willing to listen to me. That's the thing of it is. I'm not going to force myself into it, but the one thing I can say, I've never talked to a PlayStation rep. Never. But I've talked to plenty of Xbox reps, and they listen. And that's the one thing that I can say with a lot of confidence, and that even if some people think that they don't support and listen to the gamers, because I know when I seen Lemon out there talking and breaking down shit and then talking and they taking notes and they doing this and they doing that, I think that they doing a little bit more than just sitting here just saying, no. We just gonna let these black dudes just feel themselves right now. I think that they want to listen to us because they want to understand how the gamers feel outside the box without hearing the people that they see that has the most subs or have the most influence for a certain group.
Direct line to the people.
Right, that's lying to the people that's only bashing every 10, 20 fucking minutes, every fucking time that they put something out.
Every fault and every
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. We don't need that because Xbox has not been that horrid. Heck, Xbox has not been the Wii U. Xbox One has been bad.
No.
Xbox One has been bad. It's been the worst out of the OG Xbox and out of the 360, but it's not been Wii U bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's
part of that 13 million.
That's the thing of it is. It says, look, PlayStation 4 has did everything fucking right. And they've marketed perfect. They've done everything that they were supposed to do. But damn it, PlayStation 4 has not been perfect. They have been very anti-consumer on some shit, and they have done a lot of
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
But you know what? The only thing they did right was they launched properly. Microsoft never launched right. First 2 years they didn't launch right.
Right. Okay. So I went way long. We on a 3-hour podcast. I hope everybody enjoyed this shit because we about to get the fuck out of here. Fuck that.
Yeah, we getting out of here.
Live. Let me go ahead and get your sign-offs.
Yeah, it's your boy Livewire. Check me out on my channel, Livewire Gaming. Got some new videos up there of me playing Record.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
Good, man. It's looking crispy out there.
Nobody leave after the show's over. I got something to tell y'all.
They put a lot of work in, man.
Oh, yeah.
They put a lot of work in. But yeah.
My boy pregnant.
All right, who's next?
Triple cup. Let's get it.
No, 100. 100.
Oh.
They already know what fine. I'm the notorious one.
Where can they find you at?
You know what I'm saying? I'm the notorious.
Hey, man. Tell them about the Xbox After Dark, man.
Yeah, Xbox After Dark Saturday nights. I'm not going to go kick with the homie for a little bit, but Xbox After Dark. Xbox After Dark is it's really uncensored. You know what I'm saying? We can think about it. Megan might come in with that politics shit.
Don't come in there if you don't want your feelings hurt.
No. That's where you hear the other side of Megan right there.
No censorship, no ESRB in there.
No, ain't nothing. You don't know and think about it. It's all fresh. What y'all thought y'all heard tonight? That's usually what we usually do. We don't always agree. Y'all think we agree, and all that stuff is organic, and we do that in real life.
We genuine, but we brothers, man.
We ain't got no.
I fight for these dudes, man. Y'all fuck around. Let me find out y'all fucking with my boy 100. We gonna see. You gonna see me too.
And nobody can separate us.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, we just we doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do that different. And then you got to catch us live. Catch me live on Mixer. I'll put it out there. And we don't know. Okay, Megan might be in there, but nah, he gonna be tired. I'm gonna catch Lemon. Lemon be at a bar all the damn time.
Damn. Put all my business out there.
Don be in there. He'll be in there with his potato salad.
You know what I'm saying? I got Live Wire with me all the time. Shout out to my man Flip Money, always online. You don't never. Last week was cool because we had the Don in there. We did our thing. But Xbox, and I'm gonna say shout out to Bloody because Bloody actually came up with the name. So he came up with the name. He needed to stay his ass up some time to come in so we can get on them 100 women sometime.
Hey, Don's a damn fool, man. Don's a motherfucking fool. Y'all better understand. Don is not.
He ain't a regular Joe.
Don grew up in the hood, man. Don's a real one, bro.
He is.
Don is all about being politically correct, but Don, man, you get him in inside of the
get
party.
to know you.
Yeah, Don be all that other shit, but Don's be like, "Hey, Mega, let me ask you this question. Like, what did you just say?" He's like, "Oh no, I got potato salad." I'm like, "God damn it, white boy, I got to go ahead. I got to be cool with you right now." That Don's my dog, man. Don bought. If there's any of other people that I support. You know what I'm saying? From the other side like that, Don and Xbox 448, man, you can't talk bad about them. If you talk bad about them, you talking bad about me. That's how I feel about it. Real talk. Real talk about it. Real talk. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who's next?
Operations.
Yo. Can you hear me? What's up?
Yeah, do your shout outs, man.
Outro,
hey, what's the fail of the week? What's the fail of the week, sucker? What's going on?
Fail of the week. We gotta think about this one.
Oh no, you ain't got no time to think.
I don't. I haven't thought about it yet. I guess everybody.
I got a serious fail of the week.
Oh shit! I think we all got the same fail of the week. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, for me, it has to be my gameplay for Devil May Cry 5. I'm terrible.
Trash. I watched it.
Oh, he said the bad word.
Hey, I was expecting my boy to do something right.
Oh shit, he called him a hypocrite.
He called me a hypocrite. You're right. Nah, it wasn't
I need to
that
practice
bad.
more of that game. I need to stop putting off for so long.
Hey, you went further than I did, so yeah, no, I'm the pro. You're right. You did further than me.
But of course, you find me on Twitter, Operations, and of course, every Saturday with Bloody and the podcasting crew on Smash Podcast. That's fun.
When he ain't sleeping.
Bloody tampon smash. Anyway, go
Oh my god.
Okay, go ahead. All right, I'm about to get flagged. Fuck it. I'll take.
Why you gonna get flagged? You can't get flagged. Hang on.
Man, I'll get flagged for everything. I got flagged for last.
Nobody leave
afterwards. I'll tell you how to get it off.
Okay.
You sure?
You sure?
I can tell you how to get it off.
Okay.
Now, you trust me. You know my
Triple Cup Chuck. Where can they find you at, bro? Vibration Podcast.
Yeah, man. The Vibration Podcast got shooken up a little bit.
Woo!
We moved it over to Mixer. So if y'all want to see it live, we're gonna do it on Mixer. But the good thing about it now,
I'm gonna host.
Yeah, co-stream on it, and then we're gonna dump it over to YouTube. So and we're gonna put it on everybody's channel. So now we're gonna kind of have the podcast to spread. So anybody that with Flip Savage, we're gonna start his channel. We're gonna start putting up and just taking the podcast and putting on other people's shows, because I know that a lot of people don't talk about like Marvel and DC, and they want to know some stuff. So we just trying to put it in more outlets for everybody to get room to get to it.
All right, cool. Hey, and people in the chat, let me know your fella of the week as well. I see So Shady in here, man. He over here. What Shady? He said fella of the week is on 2K for getting the fans' YouTube channel shut down. They are killing any goodwill left with the Borderlands for many people. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of things about that. I think we talked about that. I don't know where I talked about it at. I don't know. I'm getting old, but we talked about it. I know that for sure. But anyway, all right. Who's left? Lemon. Where can they find you at? And what's your fail of the week?
Well, first, let me give a shout out to somebody who said something very important to me. I posted on Twitter. My man, he ain't my man, but he's new to my channel.
Woo, I'm like, you coming out the closet. Congratulations, bro.
66. I know I'm coming up a little bit. I'm getting support. I get a lot of support from my community. Great video. Heard you on GRG. Subscribe. It was a good choice. That's the type of energy I enjoy from the gaming community. Shout out to my GRG family for accepting me into the circle. I had to say that out loud. My fail of the week, man, it's been the past month. I can't get off Apex Legends and killing people. I'm addicted to Apex Legends. So my fail of the week is
love Apex Legends.
all
This
the
is what
other
they saying.
676
I want the world to know. Let it show.
676 games I've been neglecting for Apex every day. Right now I'm playing solos. And for those of you that don't know, you can follow me.
You getting your Kellogg on. Did you see my post about the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes?
Oh,
I mean Kellogg Corn Flakes. Yeah. All right. My boy talking about he going solo. I'm coming out. Hey,
you can find me at 108 Dragons TV on YouTube, Twitter, and Mixer. Shout out to the winner. Okay, Mega still keep interrupting my outro. It's disrespectful, man. Shout out to the winner of that the 4K movie Iron Man 3 I gave out this week, and the other winner for the Avengers Endgame 4K digital download I will be giving out. Godzilla coming out, Brightburn, couple more. Y'all gotta hit those channels, baby. Free giveaways all day. 4K digital movies. Let's do it.
Let's go. Anybody else I miss? Hell no. Fuck y'all. Y'all should just start talking. Anyway, it's K-Mega405. I got to go to work in the morning. This is bullshit. I still got to do some gameplay for my boy. Sir X-Man late to the party. He said, Lemon, play what you want, what you like, bro. Yeah, he said, I'm coming out. Hey, I want the world to know. Got to let
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this dude.
The crowd black is over here, took it over. Ooh.
Yeah, it done took over your life. I hope you're saying that fully clothed.
Hey, I am fully clothed.
You better be.
But I won't be when I go to bed. I'm gonna be like,
better not having no baby oil looking crazy.
Girl, turn your ass
looking like a Chinese shamu.
About to come through.
Oh man.
Anyway, all right, I'm a damn fool tonight. Hey, you know what? Thank you guys for hanging out with us as usual. K-Mega405, you know what I'm saying? It's 3 hours. Gotta get up, gotta be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it is what it is. We doing what we do.
Want to work drunk. It's like
I'm not. I cannot go to work drunk.
You go to work drunk, somebody's gonna die.
I cannot go to work drunk. I just gotta sleep.
This job is too important for that.
Yeah, dude, my job's way too important for that, bro.
50 tons of semen on your neck.
Hey man, I got like 28,000 pounds of truck.
You won't even feel it when it hits you.
Yeah, when I hit them going through them, Jack. No, I can't be going to work drunk. It ain't happening. I'll just call in and say I'm going to. I just
look
can't
at that gameplay. Apex?
Oh my God, that's trash.
Play that dog shit.
Hey, I played Apex. I'm not liking it.
Apex is a beast.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
You can't spell Apex 100. You've been drinking.
I ain't gonna try to.
All right. Thank you guys
Good night, people.
for hanging out with us. Good night. This is something that if for the people that's listening, I wanted to. I forgot, but I was going to try to promote it. I have a Discord. I've been had a Discord. I've been had it for a couple of years, but I have not actually promoted it. Just like I ain't promoted anything. I got a Patreon. Come to the Patreon. I want to give some shit away to people. So come to the Patreon and support the Patreon. Hey, look, next week is month. If anybody, I'm komooching. Anybody want to buy me some games? I'm with it. Go ahead and do it.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey man, if it's your birthday month, go ahead and komooch.
I'm gonna start e-begging too.
Fuck that. Fuck that. If you want to call me, whatever. Call me K-Mega Welfare on that shit. I'll take it.
K-Mega / AKA EBT card.
As many games as I buy, I can get a free game or two. Fuck it. But anyway, go support K-Mega 405. Come to the Discord, to the GRG Discord. Let's get it lit. I need you guys to go and support so we can go ahead and for new YouTubers out there. Come out there. We have a little section out there for you to promote your videos. Come out there. I want to help support. We want to have a community. I want to talk. If you talk about some crazy shit, show pictures of people, all that crazy shit you're getting. Check those seats, cuz you out of here. So, but other than that, let's talk about gaming. Let's have a good time. Other than that's just what it is, man. I just want to talk about gaming, have a good time. It's in the links in the description. It's at the bottom. Join the GRG Discord. Come on and do that. Other than that, we know it. And my boy, he's gone. He's gone. So he would have said the right thing. But anyway, if you ain't got to go to work tomorrow, and if you ain't gaming tonight, then there's only one thing left that you need to do. And what's that?
The pencil.
Hey man, y'all gotta. Hey man, hold on, y'all got to do better than that. Hey, oh shit, no, don't do that. If you ain't got to game tonight, if you can't game tonight, and if you ain't got to go to work tomorrow, then there's only one other option that you got left on this Friday night. And what is that, gentlemen?
Hit 100 in the head with a bottle.
Hands on.
That motherfucker said butt plug. Okay. Thank you. The fell of the week is Livewire with the butt plug. We are out. Good night. Ooh, we out.
Make sure we offline.
And checking out Deepcast, all your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night.